going beyond the stars, where no man, no woman has gone before. The ultimate debate league. Subscribe by popular demand.
Will be.
Yes. What this does feel like a grand rise of EUROPA. I'm learning the truth, no time to be wrong. If you say something dumb, I'm on your boots. What the fuck is you on? I need proof from the doodle. I need sources to state that fact. I bring that back right back to the truth. I'm learning the truth, no time to be wrong. If you say something dumb, I'm on your boots. What the fuck is you on? I need proof from the doodle. I see sources to state that fact. I bring that back right back to the truth. Run that back. I'm sensing a lie. That ain't consistent. I'm hearing it different. I'm hip to the mission. You hear the vibe. Still in submission. The key in ignition. I flip it, transmission to see how you drive. Tripped in the linen. I see how you winning. The top teddy sticky. You know how it fly. It's the truth. Come back like surprise. Life is a cake. If you wait, keep it straight on the pace. Can't wait to give me that pie. What about proof? Straight from the roots. Need proof that's straight from the roots. Need me some proof. Need me some proof that's straight from the roots. Straight from the roots. I need proof. None of that other shit, nigga. I don't need rhetoric, nigga. I need the proof. I'm learning the truth. No time to be wrong. If you say something dumb, I'm on your boots. What the fuck is you on? I need proof from the doodle. I need sources to state that fact. I bring that back right back to the truth. I'm learning the truth. No time to be wrong. If you say something dumb, I'm on your boots. What the fuck is you on? I need proof from the doodle. I need sources to state that fact. I bring that back right back to the truth.
All right. That is, brothers and sisters. Here it is, brothers and sisters. This is your boy, and your bishop, Black Jesus Minister, the Ecclesiastes 3 Christian, balling and crawling, swinging and banging, all the way from Houston, Texas, brothers and sisters. And this is a Black Jesus Ministries Ultimate Debate League production, a Black Jesus Ministries and Ultimate Debate League production, brothers and sisters. Yes, indeed. We are here for the truth, brothers and sisters. Nigga, give me the truth, brothers and sisters, as was advocated by LV EUROPA, the esteemed Judge LV EUROPA, in the theme song for the Ultimate Debate League. Show me the proof. My goodness. Brothers and sisters, we are streaming live right now, right here at Black Jesus Minister, all one word, Black Jesus Minister YouTube, and Ultimate Debate League Clubhouse. On Clubhouse at the Ultimate Debate League, we are streaming live on both platforms, brothers and sisters. And as promised, we will allow all of you, every one of you, each and every one of you who have a question, a comment, a challenge regarding the controversies and the lies, brothers and sisters, that I believe are lies, because right now is the time to show us, and not just me, but show us the proof. Y'all heard LV EUROPA. Show me the proof, nigga. Yes, indeed. And brothers and sisters, ironically, that theme song author and artist, LV EUROPA, is the subject of this conversation. And I'll just say that he's one of the subjects of this conversation in response to the multiple requests for me to present myself on Clubhouse earlier today at the Grand Rising Room after I was informed that the conversations were going on, the controversies were going on in that room on today. I did consider coming on that platform, but after seeing that there were probably 15 or 20 moderators on the stage, especially those that I had in question and those who I felt it was necessary to confront, to not be muted and booted and just controlled like a damn robot, I chose to respond to everybody and anybody and to call out and to challenge Brother L.V. EUROPA, the former judge of the Ultimate Debate League, former appeal judge, former debate manager, former partner with BlackJesusMinister in the Ultimate Debate League, who levied some very serious, in my opinion, falsehoods. But we're going to ask and show the proof. We're going to insist on the proof today, brothers and sisters. Now, I would like to share with all of you that I just spoke to L.V. EUROPA less than 5 minutes ago. I just called and spoke to L.V. EUROPA less than 5 minutes ago. And those of you who are friends with L.V. EUROPA and happen to have his number, you can call and ask him to verify the same. I asked Brother L.V. EUROPA, I said, Brother L.V., I heard about the lies that you told, the blatant lies that you told to the people in the Grand Rising Room. And I would like the opportunity for you to show up on my platform here on Black Jesus Minister or on Clubhouse, Ultimate Debate League, to confront me with your allegations. And let's have a discussion on that. And likewise, I called Professor Mack. Professor Mack says he'll be here in 15 minutes. I also spoke to Just Us. He said that he's coming as well. But when it came to L.V. EUROPA, L.V. EUROPA said, no, brothers and sisters. The same brother who said, tell me the truth, show me the proof. Show me the proof, nigga. I don't want no rhetoric. I want the proof. That brother, my brother, L.V. EUROPA, said that he was not going to show up on my platform, brothers and sisters, because he felt that I was going to boot him off or stop him from talking or this and that and that and that. I said, Brother L.V., brother, I'm going to let you say what all you got to say. And it'll be just me and you on the platform, bro. Everybody's going to be looking at us, bro. And I'm not going to run from your questions or your challenges, brother. And he said, nah, I'm not showing up. So like the big ass coward LV is, and that's a shame. I never knew LV was such a damn coward, y'all. You hear me? Brother LV reclined and declined to show up on the panel. Now, I hope some of you who are dear friends to Brother LV may ask him to redeem himself and show up on the platform, brothers and sisters. But I doubt it, because this is what coward liars do. Because why am I calling LV a coward liar? Because all of the trash and all of the lies that LV told you guys today in the Clubhouse Room of Grand Rising, not one time, brothers and sisters, did LV EUROPA ever call me, Black Jesus Minister, to confront me on anything that he told you all. And this is not the first time that I heard LV saying things about me behind my back, and never, not one time, calling me to confront me with one of the many issues that he brought before the people. And shame, shame, shame on many of you grown-ass people, many of you who have children, many of you who have grown children, many of you who have grandchildren. Shame on you, brothers and sisters. You hear what I'm saying? Believing a one-sided story, and likewise never calling Black Jesus Minister to many of you who have my telephone number and asking me my side of the story before you all came up with your own conclusions, even in the Grand Rising Room today, making disparaging remarks about Black Jesus Minister and the Ultimate Debate League, conclusions about Black Jesus Minister and the Ultimate Debate League before ever being the great person that you say you are, the good person that you say you are, the Christian that you say you are, the spiritual person that you say you are, the positive Black person that you say you are, the positive person that you say you are, and did you not have 1 ounce of dignity to call me or request that I come and speak to you as some of you did today? But even those of you who said we need Black Jesus Minister in the Grand Rising Room, those of you who did that, you still agreed with a one-sided story and made disparaging remarks about Black Jesus Minister and the Ultimate Debate League. Shame on each and every one of you. Now, I am here and available for you to apologize if you would like to do that. I'm not going to call nobody's name. You all know who you are. You know what I'm saying? And if you still want to hold fast to that half of the story, because that's what you want to believe about Black Jesus Minister, because that's what your true character and nature really is, and shame on you for passing on that nature to your children and your grandchildren. This is why mankind never improves. This is why generations repeat the curses and the frailties of the previous generation. Because everything your children do, they learned it from you. Shame on y'all. Okay? But I love each and every one of you all. I do believe in redemption. I do believe in issuing apologies, because if there is anything that I have done wrong, I am not only here to prepare to give answers and to answer questions and to deal with any challenges, but I am foremost here ready to apologize if I have wronged anyone. Okay? So again, I want to thank you all for being here. And I'm going to give those of you who would like an opportunity to initially come up and speak and say whatever it is initially on your mind. And then immediately after we have given everybody an opportunity to speak, we're going to hear 11 minutes of the intro of the last and final appeal, the second appeal, which was the subject of the discussion regarding the debate between Christina Nick and Professor Mack. The second and last appeal regarding the debate titled Biblically, Can Women Teach to Men in the Church? We're going to play the very beginning of that video in about 11 to 12 minutes. And in that 11 and 12 minutes, it sets up and gives you all recorded information, valuable information that was said and recorded, why we had to have a second and final appeal. And you all will hear the words of myself, Brother Just Us, Sister Christina Nick, and Brother Professor Matt. And so you guys don't want to miss that. You don't want to miss this. So thank you all for being here and giving me this opportunity. Thank you all very much. So the link is in the chat. I see Brother Trill on the deal. Let me bring him up on the panel. What's going on, Trilla? How you feel, sir?
What's going on, Black Jesus Minister? Crawling and balling, you heard me?
My goodness, I'm here, brother. I'm here, man. I just might be crawling when it's all over with. I don't know. I might get a damn beat down today, brother, because I'm availing myself to the people tonight, Trilla. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Now, just to get straight to it, to be
hold on, brother. Hold on. I accidentally cut you off. Start over. Go ahead, bro.
To be 100% fair and to be fair to both sides, because LV, that's my right hand man, and you know I got a lot of history with Black Jesus. You know we both from Texas. You know what I'm saying? So to be fair, in order to give a proper judgment of this whole situation, I would have to ask if you could post the rules to the debate league, so we could all look at the rules to the debate league and see what's going on, because based off what's stated in the rules would determine who's wrong or who's right or who's righteous or who's wicked. If we could see the rules to the debate league, because this is what I'm looking for. In order for me to give a proper judgment, I would have to see, because I watch most of these debates. But what I'm looking, because I watched the brother Professor Mack against Neo on the topic, are demons real according to the Bible? I watched Professor Mack versus Christina Nick, can women teach in the church? I watched a couple of the other ones. I even came to the appeals. So what I would like to see, Black Jesus Minister, if we could post the rules on the screen so everybody could read the rules right now, because this is what I'm looking for. Do the rules of the debate league show? Well, before I even say that, would it be possible for you to post the rules to the debate league on the screen before I tell you what I'm looking for?
All righty. I will do my best to post those rules. The only issue that I have with posting the rules, well, there's two issues. Number one, the rules were originally given in the very beginning of the debate league, and I had a different phone at that time. And I even asked LV when I switched phones to send me that original group text where we had the rules. And I don't think I ever received that original group text with the rules in there. But I will do my best to try and find them while we are listening to the 11 minutes of the beginning of the second and final appeal with Christina Nick and Professor Mack. Now, I will say this: if I do find the rules did not cover the issue as far as it went with Christina Nick and Professor Mack. All right, because Professor Mack will attest, and he even told you guys today in the Grand Rising Room that I said we are in new territory. This has never happened before. You guys can go back to your recording and listen to Professor Mack saying that. And when Professor Mack gets here, okay, if he tells the truth, he's going to say the exact same thing, whether I am able to locate those original rules or not. But it is recorded in the Grand Rising Room. Brother Just Us knows that what I am saying is true. Professor Mack knows what I'm saying is true. Christina Nick knows what I'm saying is true. So again, the rules do not cover anything that transpired in regards to the ultimate controversy of a second final appeal. Do you hear me, Brother Trill?
Oh, yes, sir. I hear you. So
okay, so there was only one. The first appeal was covered by the rules that if somebody files an appeal, right, then they have an appeal hearing against the judge or against their debate opponent, right? And so they make a choice who they're going to file their appeal against, either against the judge or either against their debate opponent. Professor Mack didn't even talk about this. He originally lost the debate against Christina Nick. Do you remember that, Brother Trail?
Yes.
Okay. He lost that debate, and Sister Nitsa was the judge. Okay. And so Professor Mack filed an appeal regarding that loss, which is afforded to him according to the rules, right? And the appeal judges, myself, LV EUROPA, and Just Us, presided over Professor Mack's appeal against the judge, which was Sister Nitsa. And when we
Can I ask you
heard
a
that,
question? Can I ask you a question?
yeah, but hold on, let me finish this before you ask, because I want everybody to follow what I'm saying. So in that first appeal that Professor Mack filed against Sister Nitzer, which was the judge, myself, Just Us, LV Europa, sat on the panel as we always do as the 3 appeal judges, and we unanimously, 3-0, unanimously. I see, Professor Mack didn't tell you this though, but I'm supposed to be the one that's biased and trying to push for Christina Nick. Well, how come my bias didn't show up when there was a unanimous vote to overturn Sister Nitz's a decision that Professor Mack lost? So the rules, Brother Trill, only go as far as the first appeal. You understand what I'm saying? We never had any rules that covered anything after a first appeal. Did you hear me, brother?
Oh yeah, yes, sir.
Okay, go ahead with your question.
So that was one of my questions. If the rules weren't set for, a second or a third appeal, how could a second and third appeal be possible? You know what I'm saying? If the first appeal went through, it shouldn't be a possibility for it to be overturned because there is no rule. There are no rules set for it. And the second question, when you mentioned LV and Just Us, who I think is a weirdo, the brother Just Us, but that's not the point. That's not why I'm here. My second question would be, did you, and I'd like you to answer this one right now, did you, LV Europa, and Just Us, did you have equal authority when it came to judging the appeal process?
Absolutely, according to the rules, but never anything agreed to that effect after a second appeal, which was deemed by me as being necessary. There were no rules that covered anything such as a second appeal, and I never anticipated such a thing as a second appeal. Now, unofficially, and I will say officially, but what was not written that I will try to remind, and maybe some of the debaters can back me up on this, in addition to the written rules, which were very basic. They were very basic rules, Trilla, okay? All right? And there was additional information and additional rules that I was administering to the debaters on Clubhouse. We had maybe like 3 Clubhouse rooms, right? From the beginning of the tournament, somewhere around about toward the middle of the tournament, we had about 3 meetings. They were mandatory meetings, okay? And in those mandatory meetings, I would introduce new rules in case this happened, in case that happens. And I made sure that everybody understood that what I was saying, and I opened up the floor for any questions or comments. Those rooms are recorded right here on Clubhouse. Do you hear me, sir?
Yes, sir. That was what I was going to ask you. If you got those new rules in writing.
No, I don't have them in writing. No, I don't have the new rules in writing, because let me just advise you on what I spoke to the debaters in one of those 3 meetings that we had. I don't remember which one it was, but I said this to all the debaters. Probably, most likely, might have been the second or the third meeting. I'm not sure. I'll have to go back and find it. But I said to anybody, I said, the integrity and the character of this debate league is very important. And if anybody is cheating or found to have cheated after the fact, after they won a debate, or if there's some sort of abnormalities, or if there was there's some sort of injustice or something that was wrong that occurred during the debate or during an appeal, and I found out about it later on, that I would have the authority to go and make it straight, make it right. Whatever I felt had to be done.
Without consulting in the other,
judges. Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. With the judges and without the judges. With the judges and without the judges. Now, to answer your first question, as judges, yes, indeed, brother, we were equal. All right. I had one
in the first appeal process.
Excuse me. Yes, in the appeal process. Yes, in the appeal process.
In the first appeal process.
Hold on. The first appeal process. Absolutely.
But not the second or the third.
And that was not guaranteed. And I'll tell you why. Let me explain why. The first appeal process, yes. Whatever the vote was, that's what it was. So, like again, Professor Mack lost the debate, right?
According to all three judges, according to you, LV, and just us.
In a first appeal, it's three judges. Even in a second appeal, my brother, the intention was there to be three judges. And I'll explain.
Equal authority?
Equal authority in the
second appeal?
Hold on, brother.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, equal authority when it comes to making a judgment, okay? Making a judgment, all right? Now, you're asking these questions ahead of the details that was not told, why there was only one judge and why it had to end up being me, okay? Because that was not planned either. That was not part of my rules in the on the written rules, even nor in the meetings that we had, and I had to improvise, and the only improvisation that I had available to me was to make the decision by myself, and I'll explain that because I said we were in new territory. This had never, a second appeal had never been had before, and some bad judgments or something that was unjust had occurred that needed to be corrected. And I told everyone that we and or myself will handle that, even if a champion is crowned and found out later on to have lied about something, whatever, blah, 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 that I have the authority to strip the title from them. I can't get my money back. I can strip the title from them, and the second person who is in second place will become the champion, okay? Because the integrity of this league begins and starts with me. And I held all of my debaters and judges accountable. The judges are accountable to the debaters, and the debaters are accountable to the judges. Now, so again, your questions are missing the details that I am going to provide to you. Why it ended up being me being the last and the only judge qualified to make a decision at that particular time. This was all new. A second appeal was all new. So let me say this, why the appeal was necessary. The second appeal was necessary, and I explained this to just us. I explained this to Professor Mack, and I believe I explained this to LV in a text message, okay? Because LV was a judge from the very beginning, so he needed to know what was going on. And the reason why we had to have a second appeal, can you hear me, Brother Trilla? I'm going straight to the heart real quick. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I got a bunch of clarifying questions.
Yeah, I know you do, brother. We got a long way to go, bro. You hear what I'm saying?
Sir. Oh, yes, sir.
Yeah, so I gotta take my time and I gotta lay it out real plain and real simple. I can't jump around too much answering, questions from different levels. I want to start from the very beginning and work my way up. So right now I'm going to the heart of the matter with you, so that we're going to backtrack and then come back to where you are. The reason why, and Professor Mack did a a good job, but it was kind of sloppy toward the end, and I believe that was deliberately so, trying to mask the reason why. Because see, Professor Mack, after I explained to him in detail why why we had to have a second appeal, Professor Mack agreed. He was first upset about it because he won. You know what I'm saying? He won the appeal. But after I explained the details to him, Professor Mack said he understood, and you will see that attitude, that positive attitude on Professor Mack in this video of the second appeal, because I made him understand why the second appeal was necessary, that he ultimately understood and that he ultimately agreed to. See, Professor Mack didn't tell y'all that. And what did Professor Mack agree to? Why did Professor Mack calmly agree to the second appeal, which was not his fault? And there was no nefariousness involved, to my knowledge, in regards to what happened. I explained to Professor Mack, I explained to Christina Nick, I explained to Just Us and LV Europa in a text message, not just text message, but speaking to them over the phone. Okay. And I said to Professor Mack, as you all are going to hear in the first 11 minutes of this of the beginning of the second appeal. Let me bring Just Us on the stage. Greetings, Just Us. Can you hear me, sir?
Peace. Yeah, you got this weirdo cockroach dude up here, man.
I hear you, bro. But we're not gonna come up. We're not gonna come over here with.
No. You started with me.
You started with me. I got you. He started it with you. I know.
Cockroach looking dude.
I got you. All right, he got it out. So let's keep it moving. Now, so again, I explained to Just Us is here, Brother Trill. The whole world, y'all see Just Us is right here. He can stop me when I'm lying. I explained to them thoroughly. I said, guys, I was struggling with this for 3 weeks. I was struggling with this for 3 weeks after Professor Mack prevailed, not because Professor Mack prevailed, after Professor Mack prevailed in that first appeal. And I said to all these brothers and Sister Christina Nick, I said, and I made this decision on my own because and the rules don't cover this, but I did cover this in my meetings, my clubhouse meetings, that if something happens, I find out something happening after the fact, that I have the authority to come back in and do whatever I got to do to make it right. I don't care what it is. Okay. Now, I've had a 2 or 3 hour discussion, a telephone private discussion with myself, Brother Just Us, and Brother LV. Greetings, Brother Cream Corm. How you doing, bro?
I'm running down.
Yes,
hey, I got a question. Hey,
yeah, well, hold on, brother. Okay, I'll tell you what. If it's a quick question, I'll answer. Go right ahead.
Oh no, I just wanted to ask our brother Justice. Is he in the United States? Is Just Us in the United States, or is he from? Man, how you gonna talk about my brother Triller and you got an accent, been in the United States all this damn time, man?
Nigga to show his face.
First of all, he started with me, and I'm gonna finish it.
I'm just messing with you.
Okay.
Salute to y'all.
I don't even know that dude. He got to be a weirdo.
They showed his face one time.
All right. So let me say this again. So, brothers and sisters, I said, which was not written down, that's why I said the rules won't help us. I made a statement to our debaters in our meetings on Clubhouse that if I find out, or if the judges find out anything that could deal with a decision in a judgment in a debate, that we're going to come back. I don't care how long it is, and we're going to deal with it. Okay. So what happened was there was a 2 or 3 hour discussion with myself, LV, and Just Us on the phone. Christina Nick heard the very beginning of it, and we had to dismiss Christina Nick because we said, Christina Nick, this is judge panel business, and you won't be allowed to be a part of this conversation. She can confirm that, and Just Us can confirm exactly what I'm saying, and I hope he confirms everything I'm saying, because everything I'm saying to you right now, Brother Triller, is recorded in the 11 minutes that I'm going to play. Do you hear me, Brother Trill? Brother Trill? All right, I guess Brother Trill had to walk away.
He had to go chew on some stuff.
So, brothers and sisters, Cream Corn, can you hear me, brother? I want to make sure you can hear me as well, because this is being recorded.
Yeah, I can hear you, bro.
Yeah, and I was hoping Trill was here because this is his question. So, Brother Trill, what I was wrestling with in that 2 and 3 hour conversation and argument, we had a full-blown argument for 2 or maybe 3 hours, myself, LV, and Just Us. And what was the argument about? The argument was about something new that I had never heard before, brought up by LV, EUROPA, the appeal judge, saying to me that before that in preparation of the appeal hearing that was going to happen between Christina Nick and Professor Mack, that he was going to judge the appeal based on the affirmative, whoever held the affirmative position in the debate, which was Christina Nick, that he believed that it was Christina Nick or the affirmative person, whoever held the affirmative, that it was their exclusive responsibility to prove their case. That the affirmative had the only burden to prove their case, and if they could not prove their case, they lose the debate. Do you hear me, Brother Trill? Brother Trill probably did.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So when LV told me that, I had never heard nothing like that in my life. I thought LV was something out of the Twilight Zone when he said that, bro. I ain't never heard nothing like that. And I'm the debate champion of the world. What the hell? I done debated all kind of people, all kind of platforms. What goddamn debate platform do you go to, and the onus to proving your debate only belongs to the affirmative and not both parties? Brother, that is not the ultimate debate league. The ultimate debate league is both parties must prove their point, and whoever proves their point the best will win or should win. So I confronted LV on that paradigm. I had never heard that before in my life. And we fussed about that for 2 or 3 hours. And Just Us is right here, verifying what I'm saying. He gonna verify what I'm saying. Okay. And so after that 3-hour fussathon about their upcoming appeal, all right, that the appeal came. So I just prayed and I said, man, I really hope LV don't use that paradigm to judge this appeal. And at the end of that 3-hour discussion, Just Us tacitly more so agreed with LV. He agreed with LV that Christina Nick is the only one that's got to prove her point, and if she don't prove it, she loses.
Okay, I never agreed with LV on that.
Well, you tacitly agreed.
Again,
brother Just Us. Brother Just Us.
You said I could cut in and speak now. Now okay, I can't do it no more.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, bro.
Because that's what you did on the last thing. You tell me to do something, then you cut me off. So I never agreed on LV's side. That's the first time I heard that in my life as well. All I stated was I understand what LV is saying, and I understand what you were saying. That's all it was, a mediator between them two. I don't care what damn what LV think and how you think. I only care about the truth. That's it.
All right, brother. Just Us.
I believe you're a judge. How is it 3 judges on the panel and you don't give a damn what one of them thinks?
Because we all got to have individual.
No, I don't want you guys talking back with each other. I don't want that. Please stop.
Weird.
Now, again, hold on. Now, Just
Us, bro.
Hold on. You know what? Hold on, Just Us. Hold on. Hold on. Just Us. Hold on. Justice, I think you addressed that issue, and I think that you will hear that you said that you leaned, I think that was your words, that you leaned towards LV. You said those words, and it's recorded, Just Us. Okay? Now, we're going to play it, Just Us. We're going to see if I'm right or I'm wrong. Okay? Now, so I struggled with that for 3 weeks, brothers and sisters. And before I could formulate the final 4, I said, no. I told everybody if something came up that I thought was wrong and not consistent with the foundation and the mission of the Ultimate Debate League, that I would handle it and make sure that everybody is treated fairly and the same. Because LV, in that appeal, that first appeal, LV uttered the same words and phrases that he mentioned in our argument, that it is the affirmative's responsibility only to prove their case, and the other side didn't have to prove nothing, which was Professor Mack. LV mentioned those very phrases and those words again near the end of that appeal. Do you hear me, Brother Trill? Do you hear me, Trill?
Yes, sir.
And when I heard LV say that, I said, I be goddamn. LV used that goddamn paradigm in his decision process in the appeal.
Well, what do the rules say? Do the
Bro,
rules
the rules ain't never said that the person who got to prove their case is just the affirmative one side, bro. That's a rule that's unwritten. There ain't no debate platform nowhere in the universe where only one side has to prove their case and the other side don't. Other than I understand Professor Mack's platform, I heard that this retarded ass paradigm came from Professor Mack's platform that where he was on here challenged Professor Mack. That's where I heard LV got this goofy ass stuff from. Now that's what I heard. I don't know.
Well, if you got rules,
brother, you're not listening to me, bro.
I'm listening to you. I'm listening to you, brother.
What I say?
I'm gonna say if that's not stated in the rules, because last time if it's stated in the rules that the affirmative has to prove their side and the person on the negative has to prove their side, then that's a non sequitur. But I still need to see the rules.
Okay, you're not listening, bro.
No, I am.
Okay. Let me say this again, bro. Nobody on nobody's universe says that you got to have a rule that says the affirmative got to prove their case or not. That's an unwritten rule, brother. Everybody knows, brother. I don't know what the hell you talking about, bro. Yeah, everybody knows. Hey, hold on, bro.
I see the confusion.
There ain't no damn confusion, bro. There's only confusion when somebody's stupid, bro. Now,
Jesus.
Hold on, brother. Can you let me finish, bro?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was trying to ask a question.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Just hold on. In every debate, in every universe that I have been a part of, bro, both sides have the burden to prove their case. It ain't no damn, if it's one side, why you got two people in the damn debate? That's retarded, bro. You got two people in the debate trying to prove their side, and whoever best proves their side, that's who the judges vote for according to the judges' vote. So don't nobody got to write no goddamn rule that what I just said. That's natural, bro. That's how debates work, bro. Okay?
Black Jesus.
I'm almost finished, bro.
Okay.
So again, brother, that's why there ain't no goddamn retarded ass rule like that, brother, in the Ultimate Debate League or nobody's debate league other than Professor Mack's dumbass debate league. Now go ahead and respond, Trill, and then Cream Corn.
All right, this is what I'm saying. I watch most of the debates, and all I'm saying, there's no need to get mad at me. I'm just asking because it would be fair for everybody on stage, for everybody in the audience, for everybody in the chat. We cannot make a proper judgment if we do not know the rules. So I'm just saying, if we can see the rules, because I can't really say nothing one way or the other unless I can see the rules. And I agree with what you're saying. If we have a debate, one side is the affirmative, one side is the negative. But we have rules for a reason. So
all right, brother. Okay, brother Trill, you keep asking for rules. I just told you, brother, that there were no rules written down that covers a second appeal other than what I said to everybody in our meetings where I shared additional rules on Clubhouse, which were not written down. And also I said to you, no retarded ass fool is going to write down as a rule that you got to judge a debate on who gave the best presentation, not no one-sided goddamn debate, brother. Where the goddamn crazy ass Twilight Zone hell did that come from, bro?
No, but I agree. So but you've been talking.
Okay, so we don't need no rule for that.
All right, so I'm gonna ask a question. Let's move the conversation. It's all about moving the conversation forward. So you spoke a lot. So
okay, but hold on, we got to hear from Cream Corn.
Well, hold on, Cream Corn.
No, hold on, brother. Hold on, Trill. You've been talking a lot, bro.
Yeah, but I didn't say anything.
But you, brother, come on now. Me and you started off the conversation. Let me get Cream Corn in here. He's been patient.
Cream Corn, let me ask a question, brother.
Well, I don't want to step on toes. So, if BJ, if you want to ask a question, I'm cool. I just
want to ask one question.
I'm in the
Go ahead, bro. Go right ahead, bro.
So this is important.
So, Black Jesus, my question to you is a clear question, not going back on anything I said. How is it possible that the second and the third judge lost power and authority going into the next phase of the appeal process? Is that stated in the rules?
Brother, no, you don't have the details, so you're going to get the details. So listen for the details, all right?
Yes, sir.
You ready? Okay, because the details are going to be in the video that I'm going to play, and it's all recorded, all right? And then I'm going to go over them in detail so that you will understand. See, you're asking questions based on conclusions where you don't have the details, but we're going to get there, Brother Trill, I promise, okay? Right. Okay, I'm going to get there. Cream Corn, go ahead, bro.
Hey, since I'm in the semifinals, this is important because even when in my first debate that I had with Just Don, we ran into something that was unexpected. I think it was the 14th debate, and the judge had called a tie twice. So, and then, I appealed. And so it was on me to present why I was appealing. Just Don wasn't even at the appeal. So what I'll say is this, is that in my opinion, because what you're saying, BJ, makes sense to me from your vantage point as I've heard you explain it so far, but it seems to me that because there were no written rules on this unforeseen circumstance, that your opinion seems like it overrode other opinions. And I'll tell you what I mean by this. I believe Christina won the debate because when we were on Clubhouse after the debate, I told Professor Mac straight up, I think Christina got him, right? Now, that was my opinion, but once you guys appealed, in my opinion, you're not having a debate again. So when you say in the history of debates, most debates, 99.9% of debates don't have an appeal process, especially at the collegiate and academic level. So what I'm saying is that you guys have a debate league where there's a judge, that's one judge, and then if that is appealed, now a 3-judge panel comes into play. And I'll end here. If there was a second appeal, then whoever the second appeal is for, it's like Trump, he's in court, he gets a ruling against him, he appeals the ruling. The person who got the judgment doesn't have to prove again their case because they got the appeal. The person who is appealing, they're the one who has to come and make their case. So when LV say, I think whoever is in the affirmative has to prove their case because this is a second appeal. In the court of law, it seemed to make sense. And because there is no precedent of other debate leagues I've known, and I've been debating a long time, BJ, that have this setup you have, and you admittedly are saying this is new territory, then it seems to me that LV opinion was as valid as the opinion you're making. So then it was just about what were you guys going to go with. But I don't think that, well, put it like this, you can have your opinion, of course, but I'm going to say that I agree with LV that now that you're in the second appeal, and this has never happened before, if this is on behalf of a particular person, whoever it is, Professor or Christina, then that appeal is being made on behalf of a person who is in the affirmative. And so you're not having the debate again. So the other person doesn't necessarily have to prove their case over again. The person who is in the affirmative should make the case on why the second appeal on their behalf has merit. That's just my opinion. I know it's not agreed with because y'all done got this far, but I just wanted to state for the record as someone who is one of the last 4 debaters in this whole situation. I appreciate the opportunity.
All right. Hold on.
Situation as well?
I need to respond. All right, brother Cream Corn, my dear brother. When LV made that assessment, not only was he referring to the appeal process, but he was also referring to debates. Okay, debates and appeals. Whoever has the affirmative, that person exclusively has the burden to prove their case. Okay, now, if you remember, in our appeal process, all right, if a person files an appeal against the first time they lose, they file an appeal against the judge or the opponent. If they win, okay, let me see. If they win that appeal and the decision is overturned, then we do the appeal after the decision has been overturned, right? And the way that is done is not about who has the affirmative or who has the negative. We say to both parties, you need to pull your 5 strongest points, and the 2 of you have the responsibility to persuade the 3 judges that you won the debate with your 5 strongest points that were brought up in the debate. So we make the burden is equal. It's not who's the affirmative or who's the negative. Do you hear me, brother?
Yes.
Okay. So again, if the person who files an appeal is successful in having the decision overturned from the judge, then we start fresh. They don't debate all over again, the whole debate. They have to give us a narrative debate with their 5 strongest points to prove to us judges who won the debate. Both of them have that burden of proof. And that is the way we conducted all of our appeals, including the appeal with Professor Mack and Christina Nick. Both of them had to bring their 5 strongest points to persuade us who won the debate. So inherently,
I heard it, BJ. I was listening live.
Okay, good. So now you know that this is not based on who's the affirmative versus who's the negative. No, they're both equal.
Can I ask one more question?
Yeah, hold on to just a second. And so go ahead with your next question, because I was about to say something and I forgot it. Go ahead.
So no, because I mean you're right. That's what happened in my appeal. And that's what I heard in other appeals, to be fair. So now when you go into new territory of the appeal, the judgment of the appeal is being challenged. How does Professor Mack have to do anything else after your
I'll explain.
Panel?
I'll explain that. Hey, you're talking about the second appeal, correct?
Yeah, I just want to finish the question.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
When you have a second appeal, which I never heard of, but it may be in the rules, I
never heard of it either. That was new territory, bro. Go ahead, bro.
Right. So now you guys have to come up with how to judge a appeal against the original appeal that was Professor Max. Y'all heard it out. I listened in. Y'all was on for a couple hours, and you guys came back, and I believe it was a 2-1. It was us and such and such. I mean, in LV. I'm sorry. They said they voted for Mac, and I believe you voted for Christina.
That's correct.
You questioned the hell out of Professor Mac in that joint. So it was good to me. So now I was like, oh, damn. Okay, so they turned it. Professor Mac won. Now there is a challenge to y'all three's judgment. So however that happens,
no, there was no challenge. So let me explain that to you.
Christina didn't ask for an appeal.
So let me explain that for you. See now, okay. So let me give you the details again, and this is where I was going. The reason why we had to have a second appeal, new territory, no rules written down, other than me saying in a clubhouse meeting that if anything nefarious goes on, even after a title has been rendered and the debates are all over with and we got a champion crown, if I find out or if any of the judges find out there's something nefarious that goes on, we have the authority or power to straighten it out and to strip the title from the champion if necessary. I said this in one of our meetings, okay? So what I found out, not that I found out after the fact, but we had this 2 or 3 hour discussion 2 or 3 days before the first appeal, where LV introduced a foreign concept from the Twilight Zone or from Professor Mack's platform, saying that he is going to judge the debates and appeals based on whoever has the affirmative. It's their burden alone to prove their point, and the other side doesn't have to prove nothing. Do you hear me, sir?
So
hold on, bro. I'm talking to cream corn, bro.
No, yes, I hear that.
Okay. And when I heard that, we began to argue on the phone, me, LV, and just us for 2 or 3 hours. And after that discussion was over with, the appeal was heard about 2 or 3 days later. And I said to myself, I hope and pray that LV does not use that paradigm of that Christina is the only one that got to prove her case and Professor Mack ain't got to prove nothing. I was hoping and praying that LV wouldn't do that, bro. And toward the end of that appeal, when LV was talking and giving his reasoning, he mentioned the same goddamn phrases and about the affirmative having that burden. I said, God damn, that pissed me the hell off. And the reason why it pissed me the hell off, bro, because that's wild and crazy as hell. I ain't never heard that before in my life. That's why we argue for two or three hours. And that has never been the paradigm of the Ultimate Debate League. Both parties have an equal burden of proving their case, whether it's in the debate or in the appeal. We have never been one-sided at no time during the Ultimate Debate League. Do you understand that, Cream Corn? I'm talking to Cream Corn.
Yes.
I want
Okay,
to answer that.
I'm almost through talking to him, bro. So, my brother, I struggled with that for 3 weeks because I was going to let it go because I knew that this was going to cause a lot of controversy. And maybe some people getting mad and jumping ship, bro. But I told all of you Negroes from the very beginning, bro, to the middle, all the way to the goddamn end, that the ultimate credibility and integrity of this debate league lies on my shoulders. That is why I'm not equal to Just Us and LV. That's where we're not equal. Now, when we are judging as appeal judges, we are equal. And we, all three of us, have an accountability to maintain the character and integrity of the debate league. All three of us do that. But the buck stops with me, brother. I'm the one who's paying people to, I'm the one who's writing the goddamn checks. I'm the one who's paying LV $100 every championship debate, finals debate that he hosts. I'm the one who paid Just Us $100. I'm the one who paid $50 to the judges. I'm the one who's paying. I'm paying the cost to be the goddamn boss. Do you hear me, Cream Corn?
Yes, I hear you. But I still don't think for the integrity. Hey, bro,
Yeah.
You asked me a question.
Go ahead.
For the integrity of the debate league, instead of you, because you don't like that LV is believing that the burden of proof is more on the person who's in the affirmative, then if you would have made them do it again, then that would have seemed at the least wiser to me, because what it does, BJ, whether you like it or not, you probably don't care because you done already made a decision. It makes it look like because you disagreed that this judge judges on this basis. It's like it's like having 3 judges at a heavyweight bout. Some feel you got to clearly take it from the champion. You can't just box them good, but if you don't really dominate the champion, then even if the fight is close, they're going to give it to the champion because you didn't just overtake the belt. And some people would say, hey, I don't care. I think if he outboxes the champion and wins a couple rounds, even if he didn't hurt the champ, I think if he get enough rounds, I'll judge like that. Because these things are written in your rules and you don't like the fact that LV is saying, I believe the person in the appeal process or even in debates, the person who is in the affirmative, like if someone come and say there is no God, while I'm trying to prove, while I'm in the negative saying, no, there is a God against their affirming there isn't one, the burden of proof, in my opinion, as a debater, is going to be more on the person who's trying to prove there is no God. So I understand what you're saying, but I think because of how far we've gotten and because it was coming down to the semifinals, even though the buck stops with you, because most people don't see you and they've seen LV more than you when it comes to being on these platforms and his face being there when the debaters debate and all of that, shit, hell, LV done critiqued me. I lost to Professor Mack when I believe I whooped him, and LV and Sister E voted against me and told me why, because they felt the burden of proof was more on me and there were certain things I didn't do. I disagreed with them, but I accepted the judgment. I'll end here because I appreciate you giving me this time to run my trap. When you say what you say, I totally understand that the buck stops with you as far as being the creator of the league, But because you don't have these things written on paper and it can seem to people like y'all making them up on the fly, it's important to say, well, because I believe what's nefarious is LV seems to be putting more burden of proof on the person in the affirmative, and I disagree. We're going to have the appeal process again, and we'll give Mac and Christina one more opportunity to make their presentation, because I don't believe that LV should be just putting heavier weight on the person in the affirmative. And then what it does is whatever happens there, no one can say BJ. It seems like BJ elbowed LV and just us away, and he made a unilateral decision off an appeal.
All right.
So,
And
I'm done,
quiet.
bro. I
Just
appreciate
hold on, just us. Hold on. Brother
Hey, DJ, I won't respond. I'll listen to you. Thank
Brother
you.
Cream Corn.
No, I was just letting you know I won't respond. Thank you.
Your logic is right, but you're still missing the details. Let me give you the quick details. I agreed to do exactly what you said. The second appeal was what you just said. Did you hear me, Cream Corn? We had a second appeal and started over from an appeal, exactly what you just said. And nobody, listen to me good, Cream Corn, Black Jesus elbowed nobody from the second appeal. Do you hear me, Cream Corn?
I'm sorry, say that last part again.
I said nobody. The second appeal is what you just suggested that we had when starting all over, because of you agreeing with me that LV should not have just judged based on one side, had to prove it. Let's do another situation. And that second situation was the second appeal. We had two appeals, Cream Corn. Did you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, and that was my decision to have a second appeal, because I believe the first appeal was tainted with LV's concept of the burden of proof was on one side. That's why I chose to have the second appeal. I elbowed nobody out of the second appeal. By the time we had the second appeal, LV gave me a call before that appeal because he was upset that Don Bird, Pro Rizzo 1, lost his debate and thought that me and Just Us was being biased against Just Don, and LV left the Ultimate Debate League on his own. Do you hear me?
Oh.
That's why we up in here. You hear me? Setting the record straight, bro. You hear me?
I hear you.
Okay.
So he never even showed up for the
because he had to know he left the Ultimate Debate League because he was upset with Don Bird, Pro Rizzo 1, losing his appeal 2-1. Me and Just Us voted for Neo Love. Gotcha.
Okay.
And LV left amicably. I paid him $100. Everything was cool. He was upset still. He didn't agree with it, but he left. I paid him $100. We was good. You hear me, bro?
Understood, sir.
Now, so we went on with the second appeal, as you just suggested, with the remaining judges, myself and Just Us. Do you hear me, Cream Corn?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, and then I will explain why Just Us ended up leaving or got kicked out, however way you want to take it.
Wait. No, but let me say some things you missed out, though.
Go ahead.
So when me and Black Jesus and LV spoke, we were speaking from a senator standpoint of view, because Black Jesus did not want to be like senator. So LV was saying that he thought that way because it's different from senator. And because Black Jesus was in the greens, that he don't be like senator, I said, okay, I can see what LV was saying. That's why it might have sounded like I was leaning towards LV, because they both agreed they don't want to be like senator. Well, did we not talk about senator?
Yes, we did.
Okay, that's why it sounded like that. As far as I'm concerned, I didn't came up with the idea. LV came up with the idea, and then you argue.
I apologized to you the last time, Justice, and said that I erroneously made a mistake that you knew about it because you didn't. I wasn't trying to say that.
No.
I'm apologizing. Look. I'm going to apologize again. At no time did I ever think that that Just Us knew ahead of time the same thing LV did. No, LV introduced that to me and Just Us for the first time. Do you hear me, Cream Corn? We had never heard that before. You hear me, Cream Corn?
Yes, sir.
And so Just Us was kind of like in the middle, listening to me and LV argue both sides. But in the end, Just Us doesn't remember, but I got the video where Just Us said I leaned on LV's side.
Hold on. Based upon you stated you don't want to be like Senator. And LV was trying to introduce, something that is different than Senator.
I got you, Just Us. But at the end of the day, brother, I was not going to change the paradigm of the Ultimate Debate League to fit Professor Mac's wacky ass debate league on Clubhouse.
All right, look.
Because I heard, hold on, bro. Hold on, I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you go, Mac. Mac, I'm gonna let you go, Mac. I'm gonna let you go.
That's the
Mac,
fourth time you done
Mac,
said it.
I know, and I'm gonna let you go. I'm about to let you go. So, Mac, if I'm wrong, I'm ready to apologize, bro. But that's what I heard through the grapevine. Now, go ahead, Professor Mac.
I wasn't done.
No, Justice, let him go. Let him go.
Let me say this, Justice, please, and then we can get back to it. This is why it's important when you hear something through the grapevine that you don't repeat it publicly 4 times without confirming with the person that you got easy.
But I said it right here in your face, though. Unlike you talking about me, and I'm not even there. Go ahead.
Black Jesus Minister, I sent you a link to that room for which I spoke. And everything I said in that room, I said to you in private and other semi-private conversations. I've not added any new information that I've not said to you directly. So let's not play that game. Okay, we ain't about to play that game with me. Secondly, you're saying something about my platform for which you were incorrect. I did not establish my platform on some paradigm claiming that that's how you set up debates. I know how debates are set up, and I'm wondering if you know how debates are set up based on you showing that you might not know what you're talking about. Now, another thing that I got to correct before I tell you what debates are about and how they're actually set up, and I will give you the resources to prove what I say. You claim that I agreed with you in the second appeal. Number one, we had a conversation after you overturned the first appeal. I told you that I did not agree with you overturning it, but you said, this is why I did. I said, I understand why, but I do not agree with why. A judge's philosophy or disagreement of 2 different judges' philosophy is not cause to cancel a judgment unless it violates a rule of judgment. You can have judges judge for a number of different reasons. This is why you have more than one judge in the first place, because not all judges judge exactly the same. And the only way to dictate that judges to judge exactly the same is to have a judgment criteria. If you don't have any judgment criteria, you have no right to tell another judge that their judgment criteria is wrong. You don't. But let me be very clear. In the case of someone having an affirmative and another person having the negative, it is the persons who have the affirmative's job to prove the overall point of the debate. It is the one who has the negative to prove the points of the one having the affirmative wrong. And this is what you don't understand, so let me prove it to you. I'm going to just reference for you just as a link, and you can look it up. This is the Oxford style of debate coming from the uscourts.gov. Okay? I'm going to read it for you just so you know. It says the objective of, this is point 2 under debate teams. It says the objective of the affirmative team is to set out convincing arguments and materials that support a yes response to the questions raised. The objective of the negative team is to refute the points made by the affirmative team through the use of convincing arguments and materials. So the affirmative has to prove the premise right, and the negative has to prove the affirmative wrong. The people arguing the affirmative wrong. This is the standard. Let me give you another source.
Point made.
Let me give you another source. Just so you know that LV ain't crazy. He didn't get it from my debate league, because my debate platform isn't even based off of this. It's called Prove Professor Mac Wrong. That's a totally different style, of which I did change from Oxford's languages, but I laid out my own rules before I ever started it. and I read the rules 5 times before we ever debated it. But let me give you another point, just so you know, because we need to deal with this right now. This is coming again. This is academic style debates. This is a college university. This comes from New York University, and let me read it. It says the affirmative. Hold on. Each team. These are the rules. There are 2 teams, and then each team has their consecutive speeches. And then it says the affirmative must advocate everything required by the topic itself. No revisions of the position or the team is permitted during the debate. And then it says here, he who asserts must prove in order to establish an assertion. The team must support it with the evidence and a logical, convincing materials. Okay? And then it says that all these other materials can be used. And then it says that the one arguing the negative must prove the affirmative to be incorrect. So you said something that was totally false, and which made me question if you understand how debates are formatted. You said that in a debate, each person has to prove their point. And you don't understand what an affirmative, you don't understand what the actual position is, what the resolve is, if you're saying that each one has to prove their point and the one who proved it the most wins. No, that's not a standard of proof. One can't prove it the most more than the other. Either it's proven or it's not. That's what proof means. And for you to say one proves more than the other shows me that you don't know what proof means. Because proof means it's either been proven or it has not been proven. And then the affirmative or the negative can't both be in the state of having proved their point. In a debate, both affirmative and negative can't both be right. That's the whole point. So one can't prove it more. One proves some and the other one proved a little bit more. That's not how it works. And so it is absolutely correct to say what LV said, and that the affirmative must prove their point, and the negative's job is to prove the affirmative's point wrong. But I told you, I've never said this to you. This is all new information, and the reason why is because when you said that, I wasn't privy to your conversation. I said to you,
No, LV said that. What you said, LV actually stated that. And that's why he said he want to be different from Soneto. And also BlackJesusMinister agreed he want to be different from Soneto.
All right, so let me close out. Let me finish this off with this, because I got 2 more points and I'm done. Now, when we talked, I said I wasn't privy to your conversation. So I don't have the information to judge who was right or wrong about that. But the process that you're going through, I have a problem because you're going against the rules. There's not a rule that justifies it. And I'm also worried because now there are only 2 judges. And I asked you over and over, if there's only 2 judges and y'all disagree, how are you going to make a judgment? You said, well, I don't know. I said, can I get an assurance that it won't just be BlackJesusMinister? And I said your name in the third person. Can I get an assurance that it won't just be BlackJesusMinister making a judgment? Because I already know what BlackJesusMinister feels on this topic, because BlackJesusMinister has been already public showing his views on this very topic. And you said it won't happen where BlackJesusMinister is the only one rendering a verdict. And what happened? We went through the second appeal. So reluctantly, I went through it because it's your league. I'm following. But I already asserted that I don't agree with it. But reluctantly, I went through it. And what happens? The other judge is disqualified. And then you are the sole proprietor of determining who wins. Now, the last thing I'll say, and I'm done. In this whole idea of who has the affirmative, who has the negative, how these things are supposed to be proven, that's irrelevant to me, all the way down to the fact that when we have 3 judges who have rendered a verdict and the verdict is final, and you can't point to any rule for why you're overturning it, and your whole argument is, well, BlackJesusMinister, no matter when it's wrong, he gonna go back and change it because, you know, that's what BlackJesusMinister is supposed to do. I'm always trying to do what's right, and that's why I'll overturn anything, even to last minute. But you can't point out any rule for why someone did something wrong, but you're overturning it. And here I've pointed out rules that show you that it is the correct debate format. Are you going to go back and correct your incorrect judgment now that you've been proven incorrect, to show that the way your philosophy of judging is actually incorrect? There's no preponderance of proof that who proved it a little bit more than the other. No, that's incorrect. And I gave you the resources to show you that that's incorrect. So are you going to change your judgment now?
Over for thou.
All right. Now, Brother Trilla, I wish you wouldn't making those affirmations, brother, because I was about to call whoever agreed with Professor Mack as a goddamn dummy. You's a goddamn dummy. Anybody who just agreed with Professor Mack as he read that definition that said exactly what I said, and what I said is the mission of the Ultimate Debate League. And the way this nigga word salad twisted that definition as if it was trying to say what his twisted mind was trying to tell you slow niggas. What he was trying to say, y'all some slow ass niggas, man. I just told you slow ass niggas that all debates and the Ultimate Debate League, it is the responsibility of both sides to prove their point. The affirmative must prove the affirmative. The negative must prove the negative. There is no more burden on one person than the other. That is what the definition that Professor Mack read to you, retarded ass niggas. But you so uneducated and stupid and dumb as all goddamn hell, you think that Professor Mack read that definition and it agreed with the trash that he's trying to get you slow niggas to believe. God damn. This is what education does for y'all, for you. You understand what I'm saying? See, Professor Mack, you can talk to these dumb niggas all you want to, bro. You got a PhD, I got a master's degree, bro. You're not going to play me, bro. Play with the stupid ex-convicts and the street niggas, bro. You understand me? Okay?
All right, so
now, bro, be quiet, man. Shut up, bro. I want to be quiet, bro. You making me very angry right now, bro. You hear me, bro? You's a slick-ass nigga, Mac. You know you dealing with some dummies over here, bro. Okay, now to all you dumbass niggas, y'all go back here and rewind this. Listen to the definition that he read. Apply some common sense and a high school diploma to what you just heard with y'all dumb asses. God damn, y'all some dumbass niggas. In so many words, in all of those big words, it said exactly what I told you, slow niggas. I'm breaking this down for you, slow ass niggas. Okay. And Professor Mack know y'all slow and stupid, okay? So, brothers and sisters, the definition that he just read was exactly what I told you, stupid niggas. The affirmative has the burden to prove the affirmative. I'm saying it in different words. I'm saying it, I'm breaking it down plain for you dumb niggas. And the negative must prove the negative. God damn, that's what he read, you slow ass niggas.
That is not what I read.
Brother Mac, shut your ass up.
That's not
Mac.
what I read.
Mac, shut your ass up right now, Mac.
You don't know what you're talking about.
No, Brother Mac, I allowed you to read that and say all that goddamn word salad garbage to these dumb niggas. I'm done with that, bro. You hear me? Now, Professor Mac, you got something else to say? Something different to these slow niggas, bro? Now, go ahead, bro.
All right, I'll say something different. I'm going to say something based on what you just said. I'm going to just read another reference. This is you can just Google it. Google what's called the burden of proof. It comes from QCC CUNYCollege.edu, and it says one simply cannot prove a negative in a general claim of a negative. You can't prove a negative, and you just totally missed the point when a debate is set up where the affirmative must prove their affirmative point, and then the negative disproves the points that the affirmative makes. The negative cannot disprove the title. You can't prove a negative. And what it says one simply cannot prove a negative. It is possible, however, to prove a specific negative claim that are made with rather well-defined limits. And so a general negative claim cannot be proven. That's like me saying, that's like me having a debate to say, you know what? In a forest where no one was there, when the tree fell, it didn't make a sound. How can I prove that if I wasn't there? You can't prove that it didn't happen. I can't say something didn't happen. I can only prove what actually happened. And the only way I can prove if something didn't happen is if it's in a limited circumstance where I was able to specifically specify how it didn't happen. And this is what you're not understanding, which is why in a debate, you do not prove the negative. You only disprove the points that the affirmative makes. It is the burden of the affirmative to prove the overall point. It is then the burden of the negative to disprove any points that the affirmative made. That is how debates have been set up. And what you were saying about proving a negative is not that.
God damn, Mac, you're good, man.
Black Minister, can I say something?
Yes, sir. Go right ahead, Rodney.
Yeah, I'm here to rebuke my good brother, Professor Mac. And I got love for Professor Mac. I think he's a very intelligent brother, great debater. I got a lot of respect for him. But not having to prove a negative is one of the most asinine things I have ever heard. The point of it, the point of the opposite of your negatives and your affirmative is to not only prove your argument. So if you're the affirmative, you are to prove the title of the room. If you are in the negative, you are to prove the contrary to the title of the room. So the example would be, can women teach the Bible? You are supposed to prove the contrary to the title of the room. That's how you win a debate. On top of that, you are supposed to be able, if you see or hear from your opponent proving their title of the room, your job is to rebuttal that. Otherwise, your opponent has entered into the debate proving the title of the room or the title of the debate, I'm sorry, and they won the debate. So, Professor, if you were in the negative, there would have been no reason for you to go to 1 Corinthians 14, where women are to remain silent. There would have been no reason for you to go to 1 Timothy 2 and 13. There will be, or 2 and 12. There will be no reason to go to any of these passages, like in Malachi chapter 2 and verse 6, where it says only the priests were allowed to teach at the time. If you're saying you are not to prove your negative, you are subconsciously proving the negative. So you can't use, Professor Mack, that the negative does not have to prove the argument when you were doing that the entire debate.
So, Rodney, I understand your point fully, but I want you to understand specifically what I said. In a debate title, it is now, I just read for you the rules where it says it is the responsibility of the affirmative to prove the title, and it is the responsibility of the negative to disprove the points made by the affirmative. Now, there are circumstances in a debate when it is in the limited scope for which I talked about, where something is given that can be used to prove a negative within a limited scope. And that is what I did. I'm not proving a generic negative. I'm proving a negative within a specific scope. Meaning, if Paul gives a specific command to it, saying not to do it, if he says the words, I do not permit, he gives the scope when he said that, because there's something specifically that he doesn't permit. And therefore, that gives me the opportunity to argue proof aspects of a negative. Absolutely. But in a debate format, I'm not talking about the specifics of what one can do in proving a negative in a limited scope. I'm simply saying there's a reason why debates are set up to say that the affirmative must prove the point as the standard, and then it is the negative's job to disprove the points of the affirmative. And I use that to disprove the points of the affirmative, because if Paul is directly saying you're not able to do such thing that's limited, that's given in the title debate, then in that specific scope, I'm now proving a negative. But proving a negative is something as a premise that's not possible in a generic sense. And that's why debates are set up that way. That's why I just read for you the sources that say what I'm saying. I'm not just giving my logic like some people. I'm actually giving you sources and then explaining why the sources say what they say.
So yeah, so I mean, I will get trying to finish. So also, BlackJesusMinister mentioned on me getting paid. He just recently gave me something, right? And I think because all this went down is why he did it. Because I'd never heard about being paid, and I heard Evie's getting paid prior to. Never heard about it until I heard Evie talk about him getting paid. So I had no idea about this. I really was just doing it from the heart. And then he just recently did it, but he make it sound like he was paying me. He was not. He was not. So I don't want you to make this sound like you there was handing me money, doing this thing over. No, he was not doing that. Now, their falling out happened. Now, all of a sudden, I got paid, but Evie was getting paid continually other times, which I knew nothing about. And I was a part of the judge team. Why is that? Why was that secret kept?
All right, let me explain that now.
You're a weirdo.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. We got to move pretty fast because there's a lot of stuff that's going on, and I haven't even played the video yet. To just us, my dear brother. The only people that I had agreed to pay were the people who were working harder than me. I mean, were harder than you, but I was definitely going to bless you in the very end. All right. And I wanted to give you some money this time around, not give you, but pay you, because this appeal that we had with Christina Nick and Professor Mack was extra hard. Now, I was going to bless you at the very end, brother. I didn't tell you that. And there was nobody keeping those secrets. I did mention that, I don't know if I made it a public appeal or not, but I seem like I said it to somebody publicly or once or twice, and maybe you wasn't there. I apologize. But I said to LV, in the championship round, the final 8, final 4, and so on, I'm going to pay you $100 for hosting every debate. Your task was not to host a debate, brother Just Us. You understand? You were just the appeal judge. Even the appeal judge was very, very important. But being a host meant that you had to manage the debaters, you had to set up the debates, you had to promote the debates, you had to get the logistics and the location of the debate. That was a lot of work. So that's why I promised LV to send him $100 during our finals round. I didn't promise that to you because you were not doing that type of work that me and LV was doing. All right. But I was going to bless you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because you were very important to us when it came to the appeals. But LV was doing some hard, me and LV was doing the hard goddamn work. You understand what I'm saying? Hosting, coordinating, promoting, and doing all that stuff. Okay. So that's why I didn't let you in on that, because you were never a host or a debate manager. Do you understand that, Just Us?
I mean, technically, I did host it.
You stepped in when one time when what's his name couldn't show.
No, I'm not putting that over you. I'm just saying.
Yeah. I got nothing. I had it in mind, brother. Listen to me good, bro. I had it in mind to bless you and to bless you good, because that's the kind of person I am, bro. Whether I told you or not. Now, but the reason why I paid you $100 this time was because this Christina Mack thing was extra arduous, okay, on me and you. And I didn't know if I was going to hear from you again. I didn't know if we were going to be friends again. So I wanted to make good that I sent you some damn money, because I didn't know if I was going to hear from you again.
Well, Christina told me you don't want to talk to me no more.
No, I said that you owed me an apology, and you said that I owed you. Hold on, brother. Okay, hold on, brother. Hold on.
The judge is talking to the debaters behind closed doors? What?
I told you, Just Us. I mean, I'm sorry. I told Christina was acting like a referee between us because we had got upset with each other, and she was trying to make things good between us. So that's what happened. And so Just Us said I owe him an apology, and I said no, Just Us owes me an apology, and we was arguing about that. Okay, that's what that was all about. So I didn't know if I was going to hear from you again, Just Us, if we was going to mend our friendship. I said, well, I'm going to give you something before I don't hear from you no more. And I sent you some money, but I was going to do way more than that, because you have been very important to us, bro. But I did promise LV. I said, LV, we're in the finals, bro. We really hadn't made any money like we wanted to, but I'm going to make sure that I'm going to do a little something and pay you for hosting every debate that you host. And I paid him. That was my promise to LV. And I owe LV more than that, because we had 32 debaters, man. We worked hard. You hear me? But I gave LV what I could give him. He graciously accepted it. And we don't have no gripes about what I paid him. I don't have no regrets, because I owe LV more than what I gave LV for making this debate league a reality. And I owe Just Us more than what I paid Just Us for him and his help in making this debate a reality. Okay? So that's how that went down, Just Us. There was no sneaky peek stuff going on behind your back, bro. You understand?
Okay.
All right. So we're going to keep it moving. So brothers and sisters, was there anybody else who wanted to come on the panel who didn't get a chance to ask a quick question before I play the video? Please click the link and come on in, and I'll have to boot somebody out. If not, we're going to go ahead and hear this the video. Now, The video is about 11 minutes. It's going to go pretty fast. So, guys, please be patient and let's listen. I need everybody to mute their mic. And I'm going to share my screen, and we're going to listen to the first 11 minutes of the introduction of the second appeal. All right. All right. I'm sharing my screen right now.
Mute your mic.
Share screen. All right. I'm going to go over here to the appeal. All right. Y'all see the appeal? Y'all see it? Somebody holler at me, man.
We can see it, BJ.
All right, let's go. At this, at the 000 mark. Everybody mute your mic, please. Here we go, y'all. All righty, we are live. We are live. This is Black Jesus Minister, Black Jesus Ministries with the ultimate debate league, brothers and sisters. This is an ultimate debate league production. This is an ultimate debate league final appeal 2. Somebody has their mic open. Do me a favor and close your mic. Or maybe that's me. I think that's you, guys. Y'all hold. Let me remedy the problem real quick. Yeah, I had the other video up on the screen and I had the volume on, so I do apologize to everybody. Let me just do a mic check real quick to make sure we're all here. Miss Nick, can you hear me?
I can.
Thank you. Professor Mack?
Yep, I can hear you clear.
Thank you so much. Just us? Unmute your mic, brother, if you're talking to me.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, brothers and sisters, many of you all who have been following the Ultimate Debate League and have followed these two great global world debaters, Professor Howard Mack and Sister Christina Nick, in their debate clash and debate title, Biblically, Can Women Preach to Men in the Church? Biblically, can women preach to men in the church, brothers and sisters? We are conducting another final and hopefully final appeal. So this is appeal final number 2. Appeal final number 2. Again, those of you who follow this debate and the appeal process that resulted from the original judge's decision being overturned on behalf of Professor Mack, and then that final appeal, the first final appeal, also prevailed on behalf of Professor Mack. So the question that you all are asking yourself, so why are we here again? Why are we here again? Black Jesus Minister, what the hell is you doing, bro? Are you over here being biased? Are you over here pulling strings because you favor one debater over another? Well, brothers and sisters, you all will be the judge of that. But I'm going to now give you all the details as to why we are here and how we got here. And I will be as brief as possible. Again, Professor Mack prevailed in the overturning of the judge's decision. Professor Mack prevailed in the final appeal with appeal judges, Black Jesus Minister, Just Us, and LV EUROPA. Now, brothers and sisters, what you all were not privy to, what all of you were not privy to before we had that final appeal wherein Professor Mack prevailed in a vote of 2-1, a few days, 2 or 3 days before we had that final appeal and the decision on behalf of Professor Mack, there was a judges panel discussion between myself, Brother LV EUROPA, and Brother Just Us. And in that discussion that took place 2 or 3 days, most likely 3 days before that appeal final happened, among us judges, there was a very heated and contingent conversation and discussion that went on for approximately easily 2 hours. It might have been 3 hours. Okay, and I have just us right here on the panel to back up everything that I'm saying, because he was part of the conversation, wherein the esteemed judge, Brother LV Europa, in my opinion, and maybe you guys may agree with me and maybe you guys may disagree with me, but because this is the ultimate debate league, and the ultimate character and integrity of this debate league, in my mind, begins and starts with me. Let me say that again. It begins and starts with Bishop BlackJesusMinister. All right. And then it emanates outward to those who associate themselves with the ultimate debate league. And that would include Just Us, Appeal Judge Just Us, and Appeal Judge LV Europa. So the contention that we had that lasted easily 2 hours, maybe 3 hours, was that Brother LV brought up in my mind, a very foreign and to me an unheard of formula to his decision making process as an appeal judge. And the brother stated to me and to LV that he believed that it was the debater who was in the affirmative of any debate topic versus the negative, that it was the responsibility of the debater who held the affirmative versus their opponent who may have held the negative, that it was the affirmative's responsibility and exclusive responsibility to prove their case, and that responsibility was not shared by the negative opponent who held the negative position. I, steadfastly disagreed with that. Brother Just Us was kind of like listening and kind of was in the middle, during the majority of that conversation between myself, where the contention between myself and Brother LV. And but at the end of that discussion, it seemed that Brother Just Us leaned in that direction as well with Brother LV. Okay. At the end of that 2 or 3 hour discussion, brothers and sisters, the two of those brothers, those esteemed appeal judges, kind of settled in that position and agreed with each other. I was kind of concerned and worried about that because in my debating experience as the greatest of all time, of debating more than 10 years, maybe 13 years of debating on social media, in and outside of the conscious community, and ultimately becoming the conscious debate champion of the world, I have never heard of a paradigm where the onus of proving a debate position was only on one side. I have always and have only participated in debates where both parties had an equal responsibility to prove their points of contention. All right. And likewise, that is the format and the formula for the ultimate debate league. There's only one formula when it comes to that, brothers and sisters. Both parties are responsible, not one versus the other. And that concerned me greatly when I heard LV, bringing up that new philosophy. And he was holding fast to that particular philosophy. And I was hoping and praying at the end of our discussion, that my brother would not utilize that philosophy as an appeal judge regarding the debate between Professor Mack and Christina Nick. Now, if you guys go back and listen to the appeal hearing, and I think towards the end of that video, where LV Europa was making some final remarks in regards to his decision, he brought up the very principles and phrases that he mentioned to me and to Just Us, where Just Us did tacitly agree with him at the end, in reference to the affirmative having to prove, having the burden of proof. So that let me know, as the owner of the Ultimate Debate League, that he did utilize that concept in choosing a winner in that appeal, which should have never been utilized, and to my knowledge, has never been utilized in any of our former appeals. And if it was, well, it is what it is, because it didn't come to my attention until now, brothers and sisters. I hope it was not. I don't think it was. When I think back and go back in my mind, in our previous appeals and things of that nature. So that bothered me from the time that the decision was rendered, not because it was rendered on behalf of Professor Mack. Even if the decision was rendered on behalf of Christina Nick, it would have bothered me. Okay, whether you believe that or not, because like I said, the character and the integrity of this debate league and the consistency of all of our debaters being treated fairly and being treated the same and being judged with the same paradigm and formula and foundation, that is my responsibility to make sure that that happens. Okay, and so I struggled with that for almost 3 weeks. All right, if not 4, I don't know how long it's been. I struggled with that because I said, if I allow LV and Just Us, because I don't know if Just Us was going to continue with that paradigm, continue with this new formula, this foreign concept and philosophy of that the burden of proof is only on the affirmative. I did not want this to continue on into our finals, because right now we're completing the final 8. We've actually completed the final 8, and we're compiling the final 4. And these 2 debaters are the last slot for the final 4 debates coming up. And so I could not afford, brothers and sisters, to allow this ship to go in a different direction and to be unfair, not only to either of these debaters, but to our previous debaters and our previous appeals. Okay, consistency is important. All right, so I don't think it had anything to do with integrity. I am not trying to pass a dispersion on LV EUROPA or Brother Just Us. This was an opinion of I guess you can call it a formulation. You know what I'm saying? How do we come up with a conclusion through this formula, that formula? But I sincerely disagreed with that, and I unilaterally had to dismiss and overturn that decision because of that foreign philosophy, which I did address both appeal judges on that particular issue. So now here we are with a new, fresh appeal because of that error, not somebody being wicked or evil or somebody being slick or whatever. I don't have no opinions like that. I believe that Brother LV was very earnest about his opinion and that formula, but that formula and that opinion has no place in the ultimate debate league. All right, and so we're here with a fresh appeal. We've had hours of discussion on this fresh appeal before we actually executed this formal appeal that is now being recorded. And so you guys are going to be able to catch up on some of the things that we've talked about. And there are some contentions that I'm hoping that Professor Mack will reaffirm and confirm that we have agreed on in those hours of discussion between myself, Just Us, and Professor Mack. And then we're going to go on to 2 new contentions, or not new contentions, but paradigms that were mentioned in the debate, whether briefly or in longevity. But definitely one of them is in reference to the title, one of the words in the title again of the debate: biblically, can women preach men in the church? The word "can" is one of the major issues that Professor Mack is going to bring up in this second part 2 appeal, this fresh appeal. Okay, that will be judged by Bishop BlackJesusMinister and Brother Just Us. Professor Mack says the word "can" is an issue that needs to be brought up and needs to be addressed, and
Right.
we agree to that. Yes, sir.
Before we go forward, I want to address some of the things that you said as well. Is that
Okay,
okay?
go ahead, brother. Go right ahead.
So it's very incorrect on what you said about how my thought was.
Go ahead.
When Evie brought that up, that's my first time hearing about that. And you and Evie had an argument about it. That's my first time. I didn't even know that existed in Evie mind. And I was just judging between the two parties' thoughts.
Well, let me say,
because
I never accused you of knowing this or having heard this previously. I said that you were listening to me and LV, and that you were kind of like in between. I never said that you agreed with LV beforehand or you knew about this beforehand. You remember me saying that?
Right. You also say you don't know if I have used that in the past. So I'm correcting you, letting you know.
Yes, sir. Okay.
I knew nothing about it until that night.
Yes, sir. Yes,
That's
sir.
what I'm trying to tell you.
I believe that.
So I couldn't use it in the past if I know nothing about it.
Yeah. And when I said in the past, I was referring more so to Brother LV EUROPA, not you. So I apologize if I didn't make that clear. I apologize if I didn't make that clear.
Okay, I'm okay.
Okay. All right. So just all right, brothers and sisters, we're gonna stop the video right there. And let's come on back. Let me stop sharing. And let's see if there's anybody else who wants to come on the panel. Anybody who's on the panel now, y'all go right ahead with any questions or comments at this point.
Yeah, I got a comment. So I make it clear, and I'll try to be concise. So first and foremost, you made it clear. I mean, you repeated much of what we've got gathered, and that the reason why you overturned the judgment of the three judges was because you found his judgment philosophy to be foreign and not something that you wanted to happen in the UDL league. Well, the fact so we get that, right? But the fact of the matter is, judges having difference in philosophy does not qualify to be nefarious, cheating in any way. He told you his philosophy before y'all went to the judgment, and he continued with that same philosophy. He in no way cheated, was deceptive or nefarious in any way, and that does not qualify as a reason to overturn the judgment. A difference in philosophy in and of itself between judges has never been stated in any rule, in any conversation with any of the debaters, nor any of the judges as I've talked to Just Us or LV, and they told me they've not heard anything like that. But a difference in philosophy has never been given as just cause to overturn a judgment of a judge. Judges judge off of various philosophies. Philosophies coming under scrutiny has never been anything that's happened. And then finally, I do believe there's bias for the simple fact that not only did we, you should play that from the start of the second appeal, but in actuality, there was no second appeal in your mind. You wanted to go forward by overturning the first appeal and giving the win to Christina without even consulting any of the other judges. That is what you originally did. You and I had a phone conversation about confirming that. You originally just said, I'm going to take this judgment and not just throw it out. And then let's come up with a new judgment. You said, I'm going to take it, throw it out, and then make a final judgment in favor of Christina, thereby showing that you already supported Christina and was biased because you already gave her the win without any other judges being present. And then continuing forward, the second appeal happened the way that happened. Another judge was no longer part of it. And then yet again, you made a final judgment. And so I find that to be outside of the boundaries of the rules. A disagreement on philosophy is not justifiable cause to say that something nefarious or cheating or funny business happened. The only thing that we can look at in this entire circumstance to say that's nefarious is what goes against the rules. And the only one who's gone against the rules so far is BlackJesusMinister. BlackJesusMinister is the only one that's gone against the rules. So I'm going to point that out. Thank you. I'm done.
Professor Mac, I'm going to respond real quickly, and then Nitsa, I see you in the back, and I'm going to bring you up and let somebody else sit in the back because I can only hold 6 people at a time. Now, Professor Mac, you're going to be of your opinion no matter what I do. I've even told you, yes, I am biased to Miss Nick's position. That's why the panel of judges are 3 and not just me. But I told you that I am capable of judging a debate beyond my bias. All of us, if anybody has ever served as a judge, has always had a biased position. But if you are an honest person, you should have the ability to judge past your bias and judge based on who presented the best, who gave the best presentation. I not only said she won, I gave detailed information as to why she won. And you and I can have another conversation and go over the reasoning, the detailed reasonings and not exclusive reasonings, why I say she won, Professor Mack. That's what you won't deal with. You just want to continue to say, oh, that I'm just biased and I judge based on biases. No, I judge based on facts and the information. And you and I can sit down after this show is over with, and we will have, you can challenge my detailed reasoning why I say she won. Is that, hold on, Mac, hold on, bro. Do you accept that, Brother Mac? Because what I did say to you immediately after you thought that I was making my own decision at the beginning, I apologized to you and I said, Brother Mac, I misspoke. I mistyped. I said, because I was not trying to make a decision right then. I said to you guys, I want y'all to call me back immediately so that we can all get together and discuss it. In that text message, I said, contact me immediately. Am I right about that, Professor Mac?
Well,
no, Mac. Come on, brother. This is not that hard, Mac. Brother Mac.
You asked me a question about
Brother Mac, did I not apologize to you and tell you that's not what I meant? And I said to you that I was not trying to make this decision on my own, that this was going to include just us. And I said I wanted you guys to contact me immediately for that purpose. Didn't we cover that and get to that understanding already, brother?
So you're saying something's correct, something's incorrect.
Brother, did you accept my apology, bro?
You did apologize.
Okay, then. So why are we still talking about this now?
Oh my goodness.
No, why are you? No, brother.
It's like you're trying to frame
hold on for a second, bro. Hold on, bro.
Why are you trying to curate my answer?
Brother, excuse me, bro. I'm gonna be
Hey,
quiet.
Black Jesus, you're muted on Clubhouse, bro.
Brother.
They said you're muted on Clubhouse, Black Jesus.
Oh, I am? Okay, hold on.
Yeah, that's what they keep putting in the chat. Sorry, I just want to let you know.
Okay, well, I just unmuted myself. I don't know how that happened. Okay, thank you very much, bro. I apologize. Brother Mac, you keep bringing up that part of the story and forgot to tell everybody that I apologize to you, and that's not what I meant. You've conveniently left that out to make me look a certain way while you said what you said, Brother Mac. And now you're just admitting, as I'm cleaning it up, that I apologize to you, and that was not what I meant. And that my intention was that me and just us was going to make a decision, because LV was no longer a member of the UDL because he quit because of the decision. He was upset with the decision that Just Done Pro-Rizzo 1 had lost to Neo Love.
But now you're saying stuff incorrect, Black Jesus, and you're not letting me explain. You're saying things that are incorrect. Okay,
what
so
did I say wrong?
All right, you never once told me that message you sent where you repealed the judgment and gave Christina the win, that was a mistype. You never told me that you.
What did I apologize to you for?
You apologized for making the judgment all on your own without consulting.
That's what we're talking about.
No,
that was your brother. No, I was apologizing that it sounded that way because that's not the way I meant it, bro.
But hold on, no. You just said something about you mistyped, and that's not the way you meant it. You never told me that that's not the way you meant it. You typed what you meant, and it was very clear. That's not a typo. You gave the win to Christina in the message. That's not a mistype,
bro.
You don't mistype.
Okay, bro. Excuse me, bro. Brother, I apologize to you because of that. Because bro. Excuse me, bro. I was trying to do too many things at the same time, bro. I apologize for the error. Do I need to? I guess I got to apologize again. I don't know if the first apology was accepted because you said it was, but evidently you keep bringing it up. Hold on for a second, bro. The reason why the apology was given, and that was not meant the way it was meant, is because that's why me and just us sat in on the second appeal. I wasn't making a decision by myself. Just us was right there. And that was my intention, bro. Let's move on, bro. This is a goddamn shame, man.
All right, so we're gonna move on from that. The other thing is, I just want to ask one question. Did you do something that was outside of the rules of the debate league? Yes or no?
Brother, I did something that was
That's a
not
yes or no
covered.
question,
Hold on,
Black
brother, I'm
Jesus
answering your
Minister.
question, brother. I did something that was not covered by the rules. There was no rules for any second appeal, bro. No rules.
Are you listening to my question? All right, so maybe you
Damn,
understand my
no,
question.
brother. No, you're not listening to my answer. You just asked me,
You're
did
not
I
listening
do,
to my
brother,
question.
stop. No, brother, listen, bro. You just asked me, did I do something outside of the scope of the rules? No, brother, there wasn't no such thing as no scope because a second appeal was not inside the scope of the rules.
But let me tell you what was inside the scope of the rules. You're not listening to the point.
The scope, the very end of the rules, the farthest that the rules went, Professor Mack, was a one-time appeal. That's it, bro.
Now let me remind you of your own rules then. Okay, let me remind you of your own rules. And you restated it here. Was it not agreed upon in a rule of the debate league that there's only one appeal, and after the final appeal, that the judgment is final? And then you added the rule: the only way in which a judgment isn't final is if nefarious business or cheating occurs.
Right, exactly.
Okay, all right, so that's a rule.
But that was never written down.
Now that we've established that,
but that was never written down, bro.
Listen, it doesn't matter. I just asked you if that was the rule, and you agreed that that was the rule. So now let me be clear. So if it's the rule that when the three judges make a judgment, that's final, and that is the last appeal, and that's final, and the only thing that can overturn that is if cheating or nefarious business happened. Right. You have to prove cheating in order to have a second appeal, wouldn't you?
Yes, brother, and the brother, and the nefarious or the oddity, if you want to call it, because I don't want to say that ELV was doing anything evil. Was that he said that the affirmative had to prove their case, and that the negative didn't have to prove nothing, bro.
So you see how in this you just changed the words. You said nefarious or cheating. Those are the words I heard you use.
Oh,
let me finish. Hold on. Let me finish, please.
Mac. Okay, Mac. Excuse me, bro. Look.
Brother
Mac. I'm not gonna sit up here and talk to you for another 10-15 minutes about nefarious or cheating, bro. Any kind of oddity, brother. Even if I didn't say oddity, you know damn well that that's what I'm talking about. Still, ain't nobody trying to change up no goddamn rules, bro.
No, Black Jesus.
Oh, bro. Excuse me, bro. You know what, Mac, bro. It is what it is, brother. LV,
wow,
brother, LV wanted to change the paradigm of the Ultimate Debate League, and I was not going to let that paradigm continue or prevail in your case. So we started fresh with you and Christina Nick on a second appeal, brother.
So I'm gonna make this statement, then I'll be done. Because
thank you, bro. Yeah, because this is ridiculous.
And then you can talk to other people, whatever.
Thank you.
An oddity or a difference in philosophy nowhere qualifies as the definition of nefarious or cheating, especially when the judge told you that that's his philosophy openly and honestly before the judgment process even went through, and you allowed the judgment process to go through, knowing that that was their philosophy. A difference in philosophy does not qualify as cheating. And here's the crazy part. His philosophy can be backed up by the U.S. government. His philosophy can be backed up by academic debate standards. Your philosophy can't. I'm done.
All right, so Brother Mac, let me say this, brother. You're entitled to your opinion, bro. I'm sorry that that you were caught up in something that you didn't create. You did not create LV informing me and just us in the Ultimate Debate League that he's going to change his style and introduce something that is absolutely foreign to the founding and the mission of the Ultimate Debate League. When he did that, brother, ultimately it took me 3 weeks to really deal with that and wrestle with it. I had to deal with it because I was not going to let that paradigm continue in my debate league, bro. Okay? I'm sorry that you feel differently, brother. I'm sorry. You may feel that I'm cheating you or being biased, brother. I'm sorry, bro. Because if that was the case, then how in the hell, if I was biased, brother, how did I unanimously agree with LV and just us that you didn't originally lose the debate against the judge. We unanimously said that you won that debate and the judge made a bad decision, bro. Stop it, Brother Mac. Brother Mac, why weren't you upset when you had another debater in your second debate file an appeal against you and you won that debate and we voted for you? Why weren't you upset? You know, the loser got it. The loser was upset. The loser was upset when he lost you, brother. The loser, brother, excuse me, bro. The loser who lost to you was upset just like you are right now, bro. But you prevailed. And I didn't see you get upset with that within, but now you lose, and I'm willing to defend your loss. I will take you on one-on-one and show you my reasoning is superior to your reasoning, why you lost that debate. Do you accept my challenge, Professor Matt?
I mean, you can set up anytime we can do that, Black
Thank you, brother. We're going to do it. We're going to do it, bro. We're going to do it, bro.
All right, we can do it, and we can coordinate that, but I'm going to just answer your question. The reason why I had no problem when I won another debate is because no one there broke any of the rules. And what I'm saying, let me finish, please. And what I'm saying here is, by your own admission, that the rules as understood and stated by you is that the three judgments are final, and the only thing that can overturn it is there's some proof of cheating. Now, you claimed LV did a lot of things in his judgment and all this stuff. You didn't play any clips to prove anything. It has been the burden of proof for all of us as debaters, whenever we wanted an appeal, to actually show the clips and prove it. I ain't seen or heard one clip proving that anyone broke any rule or cheated. So therefore, the only one who's going outside of the rules that are established is you, because you're not following the very standard that you set forward. You're not. And now, I don't think you can find one person on this panel, or you can call up, who could defend you and say that Black Jesus Minister followed his own rules. You were the only one who thinks that you followed the rules. You're the only one.
All right, Professor Matt.
And I would challenge you to ask anyone here who agrees that you followed the rules.
We're gonna, Professor Mack. I just told you simply, bro, that LV thought that the affirmative had the only burden of proof, bro. And it's been confirmed by you. It's been confirmed by LV. It's been confirmed by me. It's been confirmed by video, bro. And if LV with his scary, dirty ass, coward ass would have showed up over here, he probably would have had the gall to tell the truth. But LV told all of you dirty, wicked ass niggas, and who believed him immediately, to all of you wicked niggas, that he told that I was editing debates and appeals so that it would seem like the other person won. Y'all some wicked ass niggas who believe that goddamn lie. And I never knew that LV was that goddamn low-lifed and wicked. That's why his punk ass didn't show up over here. I invited him to come on here, and he said, no, I ain't coming, because he's a punk and a liar, and I just found that out. And I'm giving LV, and to all of you dirty dogs who believed LV, that I was editing debates and appeals to make it look like the people lost. I'm giving all of you and LV 24 hours to play the video clip to show me the goddamn proof, like the song, like the theme song for the Ultimate Debate League, created by LV. Show me the goddamn proof that I edited some video in favor of somebody. Y'all some retarded ass niggas. Give me for a second, bro. How the hell I'm gonna manipulate almost any goddamn thing when I'm one of three judges? The only thing that you might be able to accuse me of is this one debate right here between you and Christina Nick, where I had to make the final decision all by myself. That was never my original plan, because if that was my original plan, why in the goddamn hell was just us the second judge?
Why you had to make the final decision by yourself?
Brother,
you just apologized to me because that was your original plan. What
man, y'all hear this fool? Y'all hear this fool?
You literally just apologized.
Brother. Okay, let me say this. No, be quiet, bro. Let me say this to Just Us real quick, bro.
BJ.
Everybody quiet for a minute, bro. Now let
Come
me
on,
say this.
BJ,
Let me
bro.
say this about Justin, how I ended up being just me. Now, brothers, if y'all go back and listen to this, to the final appeal, the final second appeal, Just Us, and I can play it, but I'm really trying to end this goddamn show. This is 2 hours right now. Y'all can go. As a matter of fact, let me show y'all. Let me show y'all where it is. I'm not gonna play it. Well, I think maybe I will play it because we're not gonna play games. We're not gonna play. I'm not gonna give you dirty ass niggas no room to stay dirty. Some of y'all gonna stay there because y'all some dirt bag ass niggas. You know what I'm saying? And y'all children probably ain't too far behind y'all. Okay? That's why wickedness continues from generation to generation, because your ass is wicked. And you teach your children and your genetics and your wicked ass information and DNA
about me, and I
is
don't need all
passed
these
on to your kids.
Nah,
Now,
Pass it down, generation to
wicked
A lot
generation.
of red
and I don't
I'm
herring
need all
talking,
these
talk
bro. I
insults.
need
right
everybody
now,
quiet,
BJ.
bro.
Hey, no, I'm
BJ,
not
it's
about
a
to
lot
be
of red
quiet and
herring
just
talk
accept
right
your
now, bro.
insults, though. That
You
ain't
should
about
be
to happen.
careful.
But I didn't call nobody's name, bro.
You saying
But
people
you're doing a
wicked
Brother,
lot of
and
I
red
didn't
herring
call. I
talk,
said
BJ.
to the people who believed LV with y'all wicked asses. Did I name anybody?
that's not all you said. Like, you
Brother,
out here
I didn't
calling
name
people
nobody's
wicked.
name, bro. Now let me finish talking, bro. You guilty. That's probably why. I
See,
didn't
you
name
see,
your
here you
name.
go again. Here you
Bro,
go.
I didn't name your name, bro. I
You
didn't
ain't
name
gotta say
nobody's
a
name,
name.
bro. So hold on tight, bro. Let me
I'm
share
just
my
asking.
screen.
I'm just requesting respectfully that we keep the name calling out. Like, I'm just
Okay, bro, I'm done, bro. I'm finna play the video, Mac. I'm finna play the video, Mac. We're gonna play what Just Us did that I accused him of. I'm not just gonna accuse him. I'm gonna play the damn video. And we're gonna hear exactly what Just Us did and said. Okay. All right, let's go there right now. Let me y'all can always go to this video and go in the comment section. Can everybody see my video? Can y'all see it? Somebody holler at me. Can y'all see it?
Yeah, we can see it.
All right, y'all see right here on the Kemetics Salam, 5 replies by BJM. Click those 5 replies, and you guys will see timestamps that I listed here. Let me click it. 5, y'all see timestamps. Y'all see all these damn timestamps? Y'all see all that? Now, right here, this is the first one, Just Us at 3:35:25. This is another one I think involving Just Us, 3:49, 3:53. Let me play the 3:35 real quick. Let's play it and y'all listen up.
With older husband, do you know of any scripture that woman teaching a man in the church?
I think she presented Holder. It might not mean it was the
I'm
old.
talking. Okay, hold on, brother.
Hold
Brother, I'm not talking to you though.
I'm
I don't
sorry.
need you to talk
I'm
for.
sorry. I'm sorry. I apologize, brother.
I mean, it seems like don't make it look.
Did y'all see me apologize? Did y'all hear me apologize to Just Us? Somebody holler at me.
Yes.
Y'all heard that?
Yes, we heard it.
Okay, let's go.
Like you fighting for, bro. Don't do
No,
that.
bro. I'm not, brother. Did you hear this punk ass nigga Just Us, my brother?
Wait. Don't
No,
wait.
that's quiet, bro.
Don't skip over the whole thing. Don't.
Brother, quiet, bro.
I said it seemed like. I said it seemed like I did not accuse you.
Brother, stop, bro. You are right.
Replay it. It said seem like.
I am gonna replay it, brother. Will you calm your ass down? I'm playing your words. You right here, the first out of 3 times, Just Us, the first out of 3 times that I'm going to play in this judgment, in this appeal, you with your dirty ass accused me 3 times of being biased.
Replay it.
Brother, be quiet, bro. You accused me 3 times, and I'm going to play the 3 times of you accusing me of being biased to Christina Nick. Okay? And you just 2 or 3 days before this was admonishing and rebuking.
Okay, you're doing it again.
Quiet, bro.
Bro, we don't need to add on.
No, I'm gonna give everybody the background. You asked for it. You wanted to challenge me on it.
No,
so
play the video.
bro.
And I did not accuse you. I say seem like.
Just us. I don't give a damn. You still came at me 3 times strongly.
Yeah, but prior to that, you degraded me. So why don't you play that clip?
Mercy. Okay. You
Play the clip where you talk down at me first.
okay. I got to kick you from the studio, bro. You playing games just us. All right. Now, brothers and sisters, I'm back to the video. All right. Now, brothers and sisters,
Hey man, I'm out, man. We kicking people again, man. I'm done.
okay, you can leave too, brother. I'm not forcing nobody to stay here, bro. As long as you ain't interrupting me and I'm asking you to hold on, bro. You know what I'm saying? We good. But if you want to leave, you can leave, bro. Now, the next time I talk to you, brother Mac, we're gonna see who won that debate based on the evidence. You're gonna challenge the evidence, my evidentiary reasons why you lost that debate and why you agreed with Christina Nick, nigga. You killed your own self, Matt. You need to leave me alone. You need to shut the hell up and grow the hell up. And you need to change your paradigm, and you need to change that religious philosophy and grow the hell up the same way you grew up and walked away from that dumbass doctrine from the Church of Christ. You're not, everything you believe ain't right, Mac. Continue to grow, Mac. You hear me, bro? So me and you gonna get it in, bro. Because you're gonna stop playing with me. You're gonna learn not to play with the bishop, nigga. Okay? Now, everybody listen up and listen up good. I'm playing the video of just us. Did I stop it? No, I had put it on pause. God damn it. I got it. Yeah, okay. But anyway, what I'm saying, y'all, this is just us accusing me of being biased. And he did this 3 times in this appeal. Just 2 or 3 days before this, Just Us was admonishing and rebuking LV for attacking me in other appeals because it don't look good. These were the words of Just Us. It ain't right, brother. We got to be a united front. If we got issues with each other, we should have those in private conversations like we have always had, arguments and discussions, disagreements in private and not in public. And every time anybody, whether it was a debater or anybody, ever tried to disrespect Just Us or LV, and Christina Nick can attest to this, I almost bumped her ass off the show during her appeals when she was accusing some of our judges, Just Us and LV, of being biased. I told her to stop it and stop it now, that I was not going to tolerate it. At no time have I allowed anybody to disrespect my judges or myself to call us being biased during any appeal. And you got to be a monkey's ass if you think I'm going to let you, who was a judge with me, who then sat up here and stood up for you niggas time and time again, not letting anybody disrespect you, and then you going to disrespect me 3 times? And tell me I'm biased and you couldn't wait to have that conversation with me privately on the phone like we always do, Just Us? That's the why your ass got disqualified, nigga. You hear me? Don't play with me, Just Us. You go play with somebody else, bro. Your lying ass. Now, I'm not going to even play the rest of this stuff. Brothers and sisters, y'all see the timestamps right here. Where did I put the damn timestamp? Am I there? Is this the video? Make sure I got the right damn video. Is this the video? Ultimate Debate League. Okay, I think this one is it. Yeah. Brothers and sisters, y'all go down here, click these 5 replies, and listen to the timestamps at 3:35:25, 3:49, and 3:53. These are the reasons why Just Us got his ass kicked off of there. This slow ass, dirty ass nigga was accusing me of being biased, and he's supposed to be a judge like me, maintaining decorum and respect. And he failed to do that. And with that failure, you disqualified to judge this debate. And I never knew that you was going to act like that and behave like that, Just Us, because you never did. You disqualified yourself for your behavior, sir. Okay, leaving the decision left up to me because LV was already gone and left the Ultimate Debate League because he was upset with the decision of Neo Love defeating Pro Rizzo Don Bird in his appeal. So shame on LV for telling all you dirty niggas that I booted him off or manipulated to get rid of him. That was a goddamn lie because LV is a goddamn liar and you low-lifted niggas believed it. Okay? The same way you niggas is believing everything he been telling you all. LV is a goddamn liar, and LV has 24 hours to show you all the proof in the video that I edited to the behalf of some person, whoever it was, to manipulate a biased win for some debate that he did not mention. So LV, you got 24 hours, LV. You got 24 hours, bro. And I will come on Clubhouse. I will come to the Grand Rising Room and let you present that evidence. If LV doesn't present that evidence in 24 hours to you wicked ass niggas, the majority of you will continue to be wicked and want to see Black Jesus Minister in a negative light because you are a goddamn devil and a goddamn hypocrite. Okay? But those of you who have any inkling of righteousness, if LV fails to show that evidence in 24 hours, you should know that LV is a goddamn liar. All right? I'm done. Any final questions or comments from anybody?
Get their
bro,
ass, Black Jesus.
I would like to say something.
Go ahead.
I think when LV was using the word editing, he was talking about the rules, because the rules weren't definitive when you come into new territory. As you change things on the fly or make up things on the fly, that's what would be considered the editing. Of course, people who watch the debate live know that no video or anything was edited. So what I would say to you, good brother, is I think you did the best you could by it being a situation that was new, uncharted territory. But I believe that you come out looking bad on the back end, because once you saw that things was falling apart, okay, LV then stepped away for whatever reason, and LV isn't here to say himself, so I wouldn't judge LV just based off of your waxing poetic about what you feel about him. And then you just told us why you disqualified your second judge, but it sounded like your second judge was trying to warn you about what it seems like you're doing. And what's interesting is, as you claim you perceived the bias in a person, your judge was telling you real time, your fellow appeals judge, hey man, it seems like this, because because put it like this, when he says it, BJ, if there are people in the audience who would see it similar, then you have to take that into consideration. No one can really say, oh, you're doing this, but people can tell you how it looked. Or as my teacher used to tell me, when you bake a cake and put it on the table and tell people, hey, it's done, have a slice, people get to tell you how it tastes, bro. So all I can say, and everybody, it's not going to taste the same to everyone. So all I can say to you is this: it probably would have been better that, even though, because it doesn't seem like Christina Nick is the one who filed a second appeal, because I believe for the record that Christina won, because of the title of the debate. The title of the debate wasn't after Paul made a statement, can a woman teach a man biblically? The debate was, can a woman teach or preach to a man biblically? As long as you can go in the Bible and show yes, then Christina won. But what Professor Mack did halfway through the debate was said, after I think she called him up on Huldah and the Deborahs of the world, and even showed a couple of a woman who was named in someone who was named an apostle that a lot of people might have took as a male's name, and we know historically that was a woman who Paul called a fellow builder of the church. Once Christina whooped Mac with that, and this is just my personal opinion, he said, now it don't matter. He's only referring to what was said after Paul made his statement. That was not in the debate. That was not in the title. If it was in the title, that the title was about Paul, they weren't debating about Paul. Paul just made two statements. You can't create an entire doctrine off a Hupax or a Bipax legomena. One or two statements, and now you're going to throw out 10 other clear texts. Also, Professor Mack actually tried to make it seem as when it says Aquila and his wife Priscilla, I believe she was the wife, when they took Apollo aside, it said, and they taught him. He said, well, it ain't clear if she participated and did any damn thing. That's why Professor Mack lost the debate in Zadok's opinion. And I think you agree with that, BJ, because of the way I heard you question him. So I don't believe BJ walked in saying Professor Mack lost the debate and the debate didn't even happen. Because the way you questioned him in that first appeal was on point. And so when you gave your judgment, I clearly understood that, why you did, and I agreed with your judgment. But I'm gonna tell you this about LV. I have from outside of the debate, Ultimate Debate League, LV in any debate, even when we've listened to debates like between big academics, like listening to James White versus Michael Brown or William Lane Craig versus Stephen Hawking or something, LV has always felt that the person in the affirmative has the harder tax. They got more to prove than the person who just saying, no, I don't believe that your statement is correct. Because they're defending, they're just defending according on the points. But the overall topic, whoever has the affirmative, LV, even before the Ultimate Debate League has formed, believe this. And how do I know this? Because of his comment on rooms and debates I was in a year ago, where he like, well, yo, in the debate, this person was making the affirmative. And I think that person had the heavier burden of proof. So I'm just saying it for the record. When Just Us claims, yo, because you didn't want the process of your appeal situation to be like Sa-Neter or whatever that could be, then LV was offering what he thought would be a better alternative. Well, if you don't want to be like Sa-Neter, then I believe, which is his right, and you can't take it from him, that the person in the affirmative has the biggest burden of proof, not the person in the negative. So if your BJ, if Christina Nick if this second appeal, which didn't exist before this, wasn't because Christina was given the never before understood right to file a second appeal against the judgment of the judge panel, then you brought this appeal. And so when they're trying to tell you how to be careful on how this is going to look, then LV is saying, basically, you know what, BJ? In order for you to not even look like, or them to look like, somehow they're going to automatically walk in the appeal and just overturn it, then let the person who you're appealing on the behalf of, which you believe in that instance would be Christina, because you believe that LV has a bad he has a bad standard, then what you were saying was your fellow appeals judge, in your opinion, was being nefarious. Now you, BJ, gotta prove LV is being nefarious because Christina Nick not the one bringing the appeal. You're saying that you believe, hey, I done sat up with this for 2 or 3 weeks, and I don't like the fact that when I heard LV in that appeal give it to Mac, the premise he used is what he know I disagreed with in our personal conversation. So now I have to call an appeal. That is rare. And because you saw it fall apart once he stepped away, and then you felt Just Us was being a little reckless with his speaking out against you, and so you kicked him to the curb and you're the only one left, you have to let the appeal stand. And you have to readjust how you would go in that situation if and when the Ultimate Debate League has the tournament part 2, maybe next year or whatever. Because unfortunately, you gave this to Christine. Well, unfortunately, by you being left alone to make the appeal decision, the majority of what I've heard, if you took a poll in your own room, you might lose the vote on the poll. So whether you agree with it or not, I'm just telling you as someone who is one of the final 4 debaters, how it looks. But I do agree with you that I believe originally Christina won. But when that appeal happened, and I heard that the 2 judges to 1 overturned her, there should have been nothing else to happen after that, because you created something by saying, I think this judge was nefarious, but now that you don't have the two judges with you at the table, you can't make, well, I'm sorry, you shouldn't make a final ruling by yourself, in my opinion. But I think you did the best you could. So, you know, that's just my opinion, bro. And I done stuck around. I done heard it all out. I wasn't a part of it. Christina won that damn debate from day one. Nitsa's judgment was right. So I wasn't feeling that it was made to seem as if she was some dunce chick or something. No, that sister extra sharp, and she judged correctly, because if Zadok was judging the damn debate, it would have been the same judgment. Not because of the topic, but because what Professor tried to do to change the premise of the debate. Paul's name wasn't in the title. The debate wasn't, can women teach men biblically according to Paul's judgment? That's not the name of the debate. So because of that, Christina won. And so, hey, that's what it is, BJ. I'm getting ready for my next debate, God willing. I'm still rocking with you, bro, but I'm just letting you know this one is just going to sit sour. And sometimes things just sit sour. People will get over it.
Again, Brother Cream Corn, thank you for your criticism. I take all criticism carefully, and I take it to heart, whether I agree or disagree. I think that you were very earnest in what you just said, dear brother, and I appreciate that. But again, you know what? I'll have a response, and because it was something I wanted to say, and you were kind of long, and it kind of escaped me, and maybe to come back. So just stick around. It was something that I wanted to say to you real quick. It'll come back to me, but let me let these last two brothers talk, and maybe it'll come back to me. But thank you again, sir. Okay.
Amen, bro.
All right, Brother Trilla, last words, bro. All right, Brother Trilla, probably busy and gone. All right, my man is in the house. Def Dapster is in the house, brother. Unmute your mic, man. Say what's on your mind, bro.
What's going on? What's up?
And Nitsa, if you want to come on, we got enough room for you, Nitsa. So come on back. Click that link at the top of the room. Click the link at the top of the room of the chat, and come on in, Sister Nitsa, if you still want to come on in and say something. Go ahead, bro.
Man, I know you guys is on the subject matter that you are. You know me. I'd like to switch it up a little bit. So you want to keep it here, or can I ask about something else?
I hope it won't take us too long, but go right ahead, bro.
No, let's just stay here. Bring up the next person. I'm gonna just chill and be here.
Okay, so you wanted to bring up something that's different from what we've been talking about, right?
Yeah, I could always, we could always talk about it later or another time. You know how my mind works.
Okay.
So.
Okay. All right. Brother Trilla, did you make it back? And Nitsa, if you want to come on up real quick, click the link, Nitsa. All right, Nitsa don't want to say anything right now. Brother Trilla, are you here? All right, then. I'm trying to, man, I wanted to say something to you, Brother Cream Corn, but I wanted to say this, brother. The fact that you're clear that that Just Us had already resigned from the debate league, right? And it was just me and Just Us. You understand that, right, brother? Brother Cream Corn. Did he leave too? Okay, I think the brother did say he had something to do. So we'll pick up this discussion at a later time. Brother Cream Corn, maybe it'll be public and maybe it'll be private. I don't know. But in the meantime, I'm waiting on Professor Mack, who wants to challenge the rationale and the reasons, the detailed reasons as to why I awarded the decision to Christina Nick. I welcome him to challenge me on that information. And again, Professor Mack, you got a big hill to climb, because on 3 points or more than 3 points, you agreed with her. And those were part of the reasons why I gave the decision to her, brother, because you agreed with her. Professor Mack, you keep agreeing to the points that she made, And then once you do, you try to finagle it with a whole bunch of other words to fool the slow and the dumb people, bro. Stop it, Brother Mac. But Brother Mac, I'm ready when you ready, bro. Go ahead, Nitsa. Nitsa, unmute your mic.
Hey, Shalom, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hey, Shalom, everybody on the panel. I just came to say thank you to Zadok for speaking in a very, very respectful manner about the judgment. It's been a little thing since that, so I appreciate that. And BJM, I'm kind of here to just support because it's kind of seemed like a witch hunt to me, and I don't know. I really don't like what I'm seeing. It seems all shady and calculated on the back end. So I hope everything is straightened out and the truth actually comes out. I don't think you're guilty here, but you're not innocent, but you're definitely not guilty either. So, I really hope that works out for you. But I just came to say thank you to Zadok for what he said about my judgment. I really appreciated that.
All right, Brother Zadok. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you, Brother Triller. Brother Triller, did you make it back? All right, Brother Triller didn't make it back. Go ahead, Def Dapster. What you wanted to say, bro? Say it. Go ahead and say it, bro. Let it out.
All right. So, with everything that went on, right, this polite situation, what do you see the state of the conscious community being, like the direction? Is it pretty much a split and divide, like the pedophilia supporters versus the non-supporters? Obviously, we know you're a non-supporter, because I remember you were the first one to just be like, y'all pedophiles, this is a sex ring, y'all a bunch of weirdos, right?
Mm-hmm.
That shit actually aged well, bro.
Yep.
So I've been wanting to ask you about that, because it's just strange that when all this happened, right before, it seemed like you was cool with certain people, and now y'all don't talk.
And you said now y'all don't what?
You don't talk to them. It don't seem like y'all communicate.
Okay, so you mean you mean I don't talk like with Sarnetta anymore, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing more to talk, man. I've endured Sarnetta enough, brother, to do what I need to do on that end. And that brother doesn't want to grow. He doesn't want to change. When I became the debate champion of his debate platform, he continued to not embrace me, my superior philosophy. He wanted to continue to embrace liars, scammers, flim-flammers, and mama jammers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Convicts and wild, goofy niggas, God haters, Bible haters, who ain't nothing but a bunch of scammers. All that I just got through saying. And so he had his opportunity, brother, to get right and to really grow in a different direction with Black Jesus Minister. You know what I'm saying? And that time has come and gone. That window has come and gone. Whatever he decides to do, I'm not gonna say, that I wish him the best, because I still believe he owes the entire community an apology for the people who he has enabled to destroy and to deceive and to harm people in the community. He owes the people an apology, bro. Right now, he's touting his Wi-Fi wife as the champion of the HOK, who stole $6,000 from him and the people. And I mean, how do you do something like that, bro? I mean, how low can you goddamn go, bro? It ain't nothing. It seems like nothing ain't too damn low for Sarnetta, and that's a goddamn shame. You know what I'm saying? And that's a shame that all the little simple ass, dumbass followers have followed him blindly all these years and supported anything that come out of his goddamn mouth, even to their harm and to their detriment. I hope that many people in the conscious community have woken up and are now thinking before they follow anybody. And make sure y'all keep on thinking as you follow Black Jesus Minister and find out that Black Jesus Minister has been saying the same goddamn thing 5 years ago that he's saying today. And I have never tricked-ified and never asked and begged you guys and tried to sell you guys nothing but to stand firm and speak the truth. You know what I'm saying? And expose a bunch of liars and flim-flammers and scammers and mamma jammers. So we are, brothers and sisters, the Ultimate Debate League, and we are taking over the debate world, brothers and sisters, for the better and for righteousness. And we're setting the ultimate example, and the greatest debaters in the world are debating with the Ultimate Debate League. And I thank each and every one of you, and that includes Professor Mack and everybody that participated and supported us. And that includes you, Def Chef. Thank you so much, bro.
So what, moving forward, you and Professor Mack about to have a debate?
I told Professor Mack whenever he's ready, he can challenge my reasoning for giving the decision to Christina Nick. I'm ready. I hope he's ready, because this is going to be embarrassing. This is going to be embarrassing. Professor Mack, you need to change your mind, brother, and really shut your mouth, Professor Mack. You know what I'm saying? Because you know I texted you the reasons why you lost, and I gave you the damn timestamps with the very words coming out your mouth. Be quiet, Professor Mack. Let it go, Professor Mack. Don't embarrass yourself, bro. All right, I'm done. Go ahead, Def Dapster. What you want to say?
He was bad Black Jesus. He was pushing the line on you about them rules, though.
Yeah. So he just I'm just like, you know, hey, I enjoy a good fight, and I'm like him. I want to fight to the end. I don't like to lose. You know what I'm saying? But goddamn, this is not about who's right and wrong. This is about right and wrong. This is about right doctrine, right understanding of scripture, nigga. Not about pride and not about dumbass doctrines of men that some other stupid ass man that taught your ass. Okay? So, you know what I'm saying? We got to do what we got to do, Def. You know
man, you know what? Here's what I wanted to get into.
Yeah.
Is Sakari Hebrews, or is that a bunch of pimps?
Sakari and them, they just a bunch of convicts like all One West Israelites. They just a bunch of hood rats, convicts and ex-convicts and street niggas, man. They just some wild, dumbass, uneducated, wild-ass niggas, bro. Making up their religion as they go.
Yeah, I just seen these niggas. They did a thing in Las Vegas with a bunch of pimp niggas called the Remnant. Did you see it?
No, I didn't, bro.
Man, I gotta catch back up with you. I ain't been delivering you the news.
Yeah, we're gonna talk. You got my number, man. We gotta talk, and we gotta do a damn show too, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Let me see if anybody had any questions on Clubhouse real quick, because we were streaming live on Clubhouse. Let me see if anybody got any questions, if y'all still up in here before we sign on up out of here. Is there anybody who wants to say something on Clubhouse? Raise y'all hand and come on up. Brother Is, what's happening, Brother Is? Lahab, Ace. Appreciate y'all. Okay. I don't know if this thing was recording or not, because for some reason this thing been going off and on. So on Clubhouse, y'all, if this thing was going off and on, I truly apologize. But thank you, Brother Is, Brother Lahab, and Brother Ace, who's still in the place. Thank y'all very much. Sister Nitza, for your support. Thank you, dear sister. Def Dapster, for years you've been supporting me, brother, encouraging me over that Sonetta band when I was all by myself over that slaying devils, bro. I appreciate you, but I always had brothers and sisters like you praying for me, man, making me strong, brother. You understand me, bro? I appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely, man. For real.
And Professor
Neverland, thank you, sister,
for being one of the greatest moderators in our chat. You've been with us for a while. Thank you, Christina Nick. Thank you for being so patient with me, even when I got upset with you. Thank you, dear sister, for being patient with me. Kemetics, been with me for a long time, supporting me. Jasmine Glasper, greetings to all of y'all in the chat. Man, I love y'all, man. Y'all just keep praying for the bishop, man. God gonna rise us all up to do big things. And we're gonna do these things together. Y'all hear me? Trust me on that. All right. So Trilla, did you make it back? If not, y'all, we're gonna end the show. Other than that, Sister Nitsa, one more word, last word, Sister Nitsa.
No, I don't have anything else to say.
All right, sister. I appreciate you, sister. Love you much, sister. Thank you so much.
Love you too.
Until next time, y'all. Peace, love, soul, and Black Jesus.